Vigilante Wednesday here on the 28th episode of the MFer Cocktail Lounge. I'm guest hosting. This is the second time I've guest hosted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. That's it.
Yeah.
Good for you, sir.
We made it. And I missed last week. Last week was, I think, the first time I missed. But then Matt missed, so we're tied for the same amount of appearances because he did appear on when I hosted last time. But hell, that 70s rock fan, I appreciate you.
Hail, Vigilante Williamson, my friend. How are you? And how is everybody tonight? I just got in at the last second there. Sorry, I was a bit late.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
I'm in my new setup because we moved, so it's finally coming together. It's coming. I can sit at a desk and not sit in a big chair miles from the camera. So here I am.
All right, cool. I gotta get my setup in order. But you're not the only one late. We got my man Jade, aka the pop culture archivist. Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, what's up, VW? What's up, 70s brother?
Hail, Jade.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, all the better now you're here, sir.
No, all right. We're all the rejects from Vegas.
We're the leftovers.
The leftovers. So I was so happy to see that you were taking over tonight, VW. I was like, okay, too. That's cool. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
That was a big,
we were like, Matt's not going to be doing it tonight. Dude, I haven't got to do anything all day. Everybody's in Vegas. I was like, yes, VW's taking over.
It's finally going to be an adult in charge.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about that. I think it's a high standard. But I want to say hi. What's up to everyone in the chat? The Wake Now. Not only is he like the R. Perry Chan, but he's also a Modulani. And saying hi to me in 70s. And of course, Low Spec Linux for the laptop. Zax, who I always think of Zaxby's because I'm a fat fuck. I want to see his name. Manowar 665, neighbor of the beast. And since we stayed at home, the Stay at Home podcast, Jam Cruz. And of course, he's been on every episode. Sit your dildo.
Buzz diddle it. Buzzer.
There we go.
Yes.
I think I've only missed like 5 or 10 episodes. So
yeah, you missed some of the first early.
I've been constantly on like most of the other. Yeah. So what are we gonna say, VW?
Just how's everybody doing?
Oh, I've been sick the past week because of allergies. So
oh man.
Yeah. I didn't get to do anything on Tuesday, so I was just like, ugh.
Sound better today, I have to say, man.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. There were people like the first time I went on the stream since Sunday was yesterday on the Global Geek Gang. People are like, wow, you sound a lot better.
So I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
Hope you get better all the way.
Oh, dude, always, man. You know, I just gotta take care of mine. Down in a lot of honey and other stuff. So
cool.
Is that what her name is? Honey?
Yeah.
Sounds like a stripper in Vegas. Have you guys been paying attention to everything in
Vegas? No, that's probably what Matt's around right now, a stripper named Honey. So.
Has anyone seen any pictures of him today? I haven't seen any today. I saw something from yesterday.
In the Discord he posted a picture of Nick, but of him no.
I saw that.
Real quick, he looks so much bigger than Ryan Cannell. I didn't realize like either Matt's huge or Ryan Cannell small or a combination of both.
Okay,
Matt's huge.
I didn't know this, but I didn't know comics was so small. Like I'm on comics every week, every Thursday on the Thursday Throwdown, and he looks like he's big in his studio, but it's because it's dark. When you get him next to the other guys, he's like little. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I think Matt's a bit of a big unit, isn't he?
I think he is. He's like 6. Well, he's like 6'2". I must say like 6'2", 220. He's huge. Yeah. He's fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Like what? Well, I mean, 6'1". I thought it was 6'2". Well, he's 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Well, compared to Jay, everybody's big compared to Jay. Jay is like everybody's saying like Jay's the big guy of the group. Like,
oh man.
Yeah.
So, and he likes a drink.
Yeah. Dude, he was kicking it with the girls all day. And he comes on to the FNT. He's like, Hey guys, I had a long day. Oh my god, yeah, I feel so sorry for you. You were with beautiful women all last night and the day before. Like, but I love Jade. Jade, well, people drunk and Jay/Jay. So that's who we're talking about. But yeah, I love Drunk. He's awesome. Ryan and him actually came into Thursday Night Throwdown this last Thursday.
Oh, cool.
And they popped in and shit, so it was pretty cool. So
cool.
There was no Thursday Night Throwdown last night.
Last week,
yeah, there wasn't one last night. That's why maybe I missed it.
Yeah, I know. I talked to Comics, and Comics is like, no, we're not do anything. Like, I was like, okay, because he said last Thursday there may be, and then the other day he said there may be, but no. He's like, no. Okay, I was like, okay, I take that as a no. And he's like, yeah, okay,
cool.
So.
Real quick, let's say hell. She said hell to the MFers in the evening. Hell Islington girl.
Hell Islington girl. Wouldn't be the same without her.
I know, and her sandwiches, man. So
need those sandwiches.
Just had a sandwich, and she didn't make it. I should have waited.
Toast the bread. You got to toast the bread.
You got to toast that, man.
Yeah, so there's me in my new setup here. Finally getting things unpacked and sorted out in this new apartment. So I have time to do stuff like this again. It's great.
Cool.
So I'm feeling good. I'm good.
He's not that. No, Comics is awesome, dude. I hang out with him every week. Comics is my boy. Yeah, like I'm not going hard at Comics is my boy. Okay?
I'm laughing because
he looks a lot younger and more clean cut on FNT than he does in his own show.
Well, he's in like lights now.
Guys. You know what? I was close to muting you because we have a tag team of guy from Vegas. The tag team with the Vegas buddies, Fireball Nick Weiser.
Oh my God! What's up?
What's going on, boys?
The boys. Hey. Oh my God. Dudes.
We are here. What's going on?
Yeah, we missed you guys.
You're here standing up with excitement.
Yeah.
we have made some very bad decisions. It's been
awful. Yeah. I helped
apparently Nick Weiser, you're already legendary. I was watching fucking Gary's stream. He's talking about how drunk you were. Like one of his streams from yesterday. So you're already legendary.
Hey, that's my shtick.
Well, that's like this. Everyone's talking about hangovers, but I was the one who didn't wake up hangover this morning.
I know.
I actually woke up perfectly fine.
So who slept in whose bed last night? Did you sleep in his bed or did you sleep
did you guys cuddle one another? You're like
No. He's cuddling with Comics. I decided they went home.
I kind of figured that one.
Well, Nick looks like the type of guy to not be hungover after he drinks a lot. You know what I mean? He looks like the guy to just do it again.
Yeah,
she soaks up the booze.
Oh, what did I see on the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, Zach, Sentient Dildo, Islington Girl, what's up, all? Hello.
What is going on?
Yeah, dude, if I would have been able to get the money, I would have been out there drinking with you guys and everything else. But dude,
the meetup last night was fucking.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
you're making me jealous. I'm jealous.
I watched it on the stream. Yeah.
I drink enough alcohol to kill 800 Russians. It was insane.
Serbians.
So where are you right now? Where are you right now?
We're at my room right now.
Where are you right now?
Go get Dak. I'm gonna start drinking again because I want a daiquiri. Yeah. And I know I gave this man a little medicine so he can now be free of hangovers for tomorrow.
Heroin. It's heroin.
Okay. Well, yeah. Since
Synthetic.
Dildo asked about any good drugs, real quick, I gotta let everyone come in. 24/7 Fusion Me, your boy, has also entered the channel and the panel.
So hey, what's good? How y'all guys doing?
Good.
We're good, man.
Good, buddy.
Nice to see ya.
Oh man, it's good to see y'all, man. I've been watching checking out the pictures and everything, man. You guys looking good out there, man.
Bro.
Appreciate y'all representing us out there, man. For real.
Hell yeah, dude.
We need you next year.
For real.
Oh, I'll definitely be there, man, with y'all, man.
Maybe April.
We need fucking.
We need all you guys here.
Yeah.
The panel was out in force last night, man. I met Not Another Dime. I met all the panelists. I met Gary in the flesh. And fucking Quarter Black and Ryan. Oh, by the way, Vidge, Ryan said he's going to probably do the Culture Crime Fighters at some point. So
also, John 3PO is really tall. Like he is a tower. He's like the Undertaker.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about sizes.
3PO is the Undertaker.
Is he?
Looks like he's like 240 pounds.
He looks like he could
he's huge.
build somebody.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Big guy.
Well, you look pretty big compared to Ryan. I couldn't tell if he was small or you were big.
You guys stand side to side. I want to see something. Stand side to
Because
side
you
on
look
this.
like you were like towering over there.
Yeah. Matt looks taller than Ryan, man.
I think I'm about 4 or 5
I saw that.
inches taller than Ryan.
Nick,
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick comes up to Matt's moobs.
Yeah, he's pretty built.
Oh,
like, you can tell he's in shape.
Yeah.
Jeremy was bigger than I expected.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, not a huge guy, but like pushing 6 foot and kind of.
Jeremy stays fit though, Matt. So
yeah, he works out.
Yeah, he works out.
You could tell. I was surprised. I was like, huh. And like seriously, the drunk 3PO is a fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a fuck. I'm telling you, man. Like Paul White, look out for a drunk 3PO.
We have Polly. This is kind of gay.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of gay. It's kind of gay.
Kind of. It's more than kind of. It's well beyond that.
Well, it was kind of gay what happened last night between, Nick and comics, but, so.
I can make it toxic. I can make it toxic and tell everyone how I saw what's the goddamn name? X-Ray Girl's tit.
Oh, no.
What? You know what? I was wondering what happened after the picture Ryan put out,
I didn't see the picture Ryan put out. What the hell happened?
Well,
hey,
okay,
we switched it up to tits. What do you want, since your dildo?
She had a wardrobe malfunction, so I had
okay.
Did anyone film that? I mean,
no. Is there any more pictures?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Public stream and
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, who the fuck is? I mean, maybe I guess the new generation. As soon as they see it, they got the quick phone, like Quick Draw McGraw.
Yeah, no. What kind of a creep would do that? Hey,
yeah. I've seen tits before. I'll enjoy the moment, but I'm not about to like, hey, stalker. Like, I've seen them.
Yeah, you don't
I'll
like
see them again.
Yeah, you don't do that shit because I've been to plenty of conventions and get-togethers where wild shit happened. You just put your phone away, brother. Like, don't do that.
Now, there were a few good-looking ladies. Kristen Nova was there. She is very attractive in person. That Tug Life, not bad. Who else was there?
What about that nerdy home, man?
Stephanie.
Yeah, she's there. She's thick.
Yeah, I've seen.
Jeff is thick.
Yeah.
Kind of extra thick, but there was something very hot about her.
Steph's super hot. I will say that.
There's something very hot about her.
Yeah.
There is something. Kind of caught like a little bit of a vibe, but I don't know.
Steph is super hot.
Look, there's another meetup tomorrow night, guys. So if I report
I heard about that.
Genitalia, I'll get back.
So, Matt, buddy, when is your trip out to the chicken ranch?
Chicken ranch. What's
that?
Chicken ranch.
You're not going to the chicken ranch?
Famous Nevada brothel.
Bro.
The chicken ranch. Yeah, it's been
mega swag. He has got to pay for it.
Well, you know what? I heard Jolly from the Cotton Connection went out to the chicken ranch with Wicket. So.
Oh yeah.
Well,
he got turned down. He got turned away.
No, Jolly didn't get turned down. Wicket and Jolly didn't get turned down.
Is it called
Probably said we went
Bunny Ranch?
We went from gay to creepers. Maybe we're all just the incel losers that they told. They said
that's why we're the leftovers.
Right?
I know we're toxic.
Yeah.
When you guys flying back, Paulie also asked it.
Dude, all right, you know it. We love alcohol. We love tiger blood.
We love tits.
We love orgies.
Fucking Nick, I love you, dude.
Do we get a pause after that, brother?
Yeah.
Guys, we are. Yeah, it's wild here. I mean, I've been drinking for a few hours. Nick's actually sober.
I'm actually sober right now because I'm gonna get started soon. Now that I had my
actually, that is his sober line because I've been around Nick enough when he's been drinking. He's not there yet, so.
His eyes are too wide.
Nick's not even. He's slightly buzzed.
Where are you guys? Where are you guys staying? Where's that?
I'm staying at the Paris. Me and comics are at the Paris.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out that view behind you.
I'm at the Virgin Hilton.
But now it's just called
curiously enough, yes.
Since he's now it's just the Hilton because he de-virginized it.
It sounds like sentient dildo's been on the hilt of a few virgins too. But,
Oh yeah, look at you. Oh yeah.
Apparently, I ain't catch the posted a photo of Jade. I didn't see that.
It's a joke, VW. It was a big joke.
Right over the head.
I'm gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for holding down the show tonight. Really appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Sure, show the love chat. Vigilantes hosting. But thanks, guys, for stepping in. I appreciate it.
You guys.
Thanks for joining in.
Always, man. Brother.
I'm glad to see you back on here. Life is making more sense again.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah.
All things are as they should be.
Right? It's the balance.
There you go.
The balance of
We're
the
gonna drink
force.
alcohol and make more bad decisions. So.
Great.
And they're all
smack some chick in the ass and make her call you Jed tonight for me, okay?
Whoa.
That's going a little too far. Over the top.
I'm not about.
I don't care what such a dildo says. I think some of these are pauses.
No, I just like enjoying tiger blood and by winning. That's what I really enjoy.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
It's like
cool.
I'm the Sheen machine.
Well, look, say hello to the rest of the folks there for us.
We will.
Say hi for us.
We'll put in the good word, man.
Goodbye,
there you go.
Later, everybody.
See you later, brothers.
Take it easy, man. Be
Be
safe.
safe coming back.
Peace out, guys.
Have a good night.
Stay toxic.
We will. We're living vicariously through you guys, as the girl said. Peace out. They're having fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
Lucky bastards.
I know,
lucky
right?
bastards.
Oh, bloody bastards.
Lucky bastards. Yeah, well, we are the leftovers, so we're just going to make the most of it.
Yeah.
We're like the half of the people at the end of Infinity War that disappeared.
Early.
But they came back. And speaking of which, they talked about doing multiple meetups a year, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
but here's the bad thing. It's all going to be around me. It's never in my area. And I'm like, ah!
That's because you live in the desert.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
this is going to be as close as they're ever going to get, I think.
Yeah, the only problem for me is being able to get out of the People's Republic of Kazakhstan. And that's going to be a problem.
Well, the People's Republic of Mayor Woka, whatever the fuck we're going to be called. I mean, it's about to close down. Where I don't know how travel will be going forward. That's the thing. But if they do a Texas meetup, that may be more convenient for me.
Yeah. Well, he did say they want to do a Texas, a Florida, another Vegas. Gary said they want to do it 4 times a year, so every quarter. So.
Yeah. So if they're able to pull that off and maybe a little bit more viable, I would imagine. He said someone central. I would imagine Chicago be the other location.
If Chicago is still
we're all ducking bullets and stuff left and right. We're like, hey, get RoboCop out here.
Well, I mean, shit, he lived in San Francisco, so
dude, did you see the hell that's going on right there right now? Good grief.
I have not paid attention. I just know that Gary. Where's he at now?
He's
San Diego.
San Diego, but moving to Texas.
Yeah, I know he's moving to Texas. But like the other week, somebody tried to break into his house.
Yeah, dude, it's totally crazy out in California right now.
Yeah.
He
talked about it on one of his streams. On one of the nooners, he talked about somebody, like he heard somebody like 1 o'clock in the morning. He made a noise and they ran off.
Yeah,
it's like wow.
Not so common in Texas. You never know what's going to be waiting for you.
Oh yeah, no, you don't do that out here either because 95% of people have guns in their homes. So.
And the other 5% have got rocket launchers.
Oh, or they have like katanas or like all this other shit that I have, like machetes or stuff like I have that's silent, so you can sneak up on some fool and just hack them, So.
Unless you're Solid Snake. It's the girl said she'll be able to make the next time. She's pretty
that's what I was trying to That's what I'm hoping is to catch the next one, man.
Yeah, it's free. It's just your travel cost. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, because I did not know the answer to this question, Zach, but that's cool. Free 99. Free 99.
Yeah, it wasn't a cost issue for me. It was working.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can't travel because of the fascist the concerned government that we have doesn't allow people to travel.
The fascist government.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I'll probably get us back.
It was accurate. I know it's the joke, but fuck these commies.
I know, man.
Nightmare. We're all
preach, brother, preach.
Canada's really going the show me your papers route. It's
San Francisco is the first state in the United States to do that too. First city.
I thought it was New York was the first city.
No, they don't have that fully yet. It's not in, but San Francisco beat them. So, yeah. So
you see, the people that are enthusiastically cheering for this don't understand what comes next, which is, okay, we got away with it for this. What else can we make you do? And one day they'll come for them too. They'll be coming for them.
I'm gonna keep it 500%. I almost don't even want to talk about the subject. Not only are we on match,
I
know.
But like the shit pisses me off so bad. I covered it yesterday on VW Casual. Check it out if you want to. But I talked about my sister, who is a medical professional, and she said,
I watched that whole thing.
Yeah, you watched it. Cool. So, the network she works for is willing to lose 30 to 40% of their staff.
Yep.
By enforcing this, even though they're already understaffed, they're severely understaffed.
They don't give a fuck. Like they just don't care.
All politics now, nothing to do with health. But anyway, let's not.
You can call it politics, but it's more evil. But yeah, that's the thing.
It is. It's extremely evil. It's
incredible evil. And honestly, I think one of the charms of this community or fellowship, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is to try to provide the escapism. Right. That we're not getting from our escapism. So I'd rather go that route. Not that if it comes out, it comes out.
Of course, buddy. Of course. So there's lots we can talk about.
Speaking of which, I didn't see it. I'll be honest, because I had no interest. But has anyone checked out the What's If thing?
I saw that. I saw it, man. I saw it.
What happened?
My brother, he asked me about it, and I told him that I haven't seen it. He was like, man, he said it's pretty sad, but you should watch it. And I said, pretty sad. And I was like, so I watched it. The thing is the animation was good. So I'm not gonna sit there and
I agree with that, 24. I agree with that.
The story's basically a swapped story of, Sharon Carter's for Captain America's man, Steve Rogers. So basically, their story swapped. The thing is, it's like basically the way she was thinking. She was saying things that only a person of today would say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that basically, not to like just throw it out there, but basically, she was talking about, well, now, I'm I have a voice so that these men can listen to me, that little weird shit. And I'm like, come on, man. It's like, but she didn't say that a lot, but she did say it like once or twice. And
it was the early 1940s, and she was talking in modern speak, and I was
exactly, or like the way she was thinking and talking was basically of today's, women empowerment type shits, and back then women were just trying to do their part, man, trying to whatever part it was, they were just trying to play their part and do it, and they were actually very good at all the things they were doing. And she had that state of mind, but it was more of like, now now basically, I have a say so along with the guys and all this other shit, and it was like it wasn't even but then they did have the way men talk to women, they were talking to her like you can really see a motherfucker back then talking to a woman, because they were talking to her like that in the movie, like like shut your ass up, you know what I'm saying, and little shit like that. So like you saw some of the shit, but it was like her thought pattern, her reaction to it wasn't of like the Peggy Carter that we saw in the movie. It was more of today's woman, and that was what I was like,
So to kind of piggyback off that, if anyone saw Agent Carter which was like a short-lived. I think we only did 2 or 3 seasons.
No, actually, I wanted to see it. I never got a chance to, man.
It was kind of solid. It was solid, and you know what? You did have that because I think it took place in the 50s. So you had that, but it wasn't overdone. And when they did it, it was like understandable. And she didn't say modern speak, but she would go out of her way to prove them wrong. But it was like cool. They made it like a part of the hero's journey. Like, people don't believe in her. She goes out of her way to prove them wrong. But she had to work for it. Right. And the way they did it was real smooth in that show. And the main thing is, the story itself carried everything on. You're basically seeing the early formation of S.H.I.E.L.D. and them trying to deal with Hydra without Cap. It was interesting. And it's sad that they kind of ruined that for this what if thing. And I'm semi-interested in the what if. I think it could be something interesting. How many times can I say interesting? Don't take a shot each time. You need your liver. But if they're just going to, we race swapped or gender swapped, or it's like,
and actually that's what I seen for some of the future ones, because I seen the one where what if they switched T'Challa for Star-Lord? Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is like? Yeah, so you can have. I mean, the thing is, if he doesn't have the power of Black Panther, he's just a regular ass dude. So I mean, yeah, he's out there, doing space shit, but it's like, he basically he's going to have a different personality.
Yeah. So first of all, though, I think this is just another sign of the creative bankruptcy of these people, because rather than come up with something new, something original, they take an existing thing and go, oh, won't we be clever if we rework it? Well, how creatively bankrupt is that? How easy is it to do that? I mean, they're taking the easy route out yet again. Instead of coming out with something new, something original, we'll just take this and ruin it or twist it or rework it. We're going to see a spate more of these, and they're saying it's the start of a whole bunch of them. But they say what if, but are they really meaning they're actually going to rework the whole Marvel universe using this? And then the what if will become the real Marvel universe?
Oh man! Well,
is that what they're going to do? Is that what they're going to do?
In a way, because they're making this all new, all different Marvel push. Mm-hmm. They co-opt everything existing and ruin it. Yeah, basically. But so all new, all different Marvel, and of course 24/7 Fusion. Media probably knows more about it than I do. But that was a push where you had Riri Williams, you had Miss Marvel, you had Jane Foster Thor, and you had something else that they're doing.
Yeah, that was
Hawkeye, Kate Bishop.
Yeah, and then they also have what was her name? America Chavez. Oh my God.
America Chavez. Oh, P.S. All of these characters I just mentioned in the next 18 to 24 months will be coming for a Marvel property near you. All of them.
And I mean, and the crazy thing is, even with that run of characters, you could throw in Miles Morales, and it's
predates it a little bit. He predates about a few years.
Right, actually, I mean, in the book, like in the comic books, when you see them all together, you see all of them together.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. They kind of create their own team out of
right. They hang out a little too much. Yep. So man.
It just strikes me that there's an element here of what they did to Doctor Who with the Timeless Child. Let's rewrite the whole thing from the beginning and destroy everything that's come in the last 50, 60 years.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm overdoing it probably, but that's just what it has the feeling of, let's just try it. Let's just see if we can rewrite the origin of the origin,
Well, 70s, this is their slick way of doing it. They're like, hey, they won't expect this. We're going to pull some what if stuff, and then we're actually going to slide it into the the MCU so they don't think it's real, but now it's real. Because we got
what if it's now the real.
Yeah.
Well, I guess under the caveat of what if, excuse me, they are supposed to be one-offs. We'll see. We'll see if any of this stuff continues. Like I said, they already got naturally woke stuff, and the Rippers talked about this. Oh, it's in the comics now. These woke idiots, the Google normies, get to say this part was in the comics because it's now we're entering the modern era of comics with some of the properties that come to screen.
Yeah.
If we've had the gold age, the silver age, and the bronze age, what are we into now? The shite age? What would you call it?
I would say shite age, yeah.
The shite
I would
age.
say the non-age. I mean,
the non-age,
You know what the irony is? I don't know how long Marvel and DC are going to be publishing. for a multitude of reasons.
Oh, DC's gonna go down the shitter faster than Marvel will, because Marvel has the power of Disney behind them. So
that's not gonna matter. They're not paying people, and that's another story from this week. The Substack, and
I saw that.
That's gonna happen a lot more often because they're not paying people, and people are just getting tired of what. All is gonna happen is they'll be able to get people for a few years, and then people will leave. And so this already creatively bankrupt company is going to get even worse because I think they're going to run out of stuff soon. The end is nigh because they're not going to, in 2 years after everything fails, what then? What will they have?
Did you see what Dildo just put in there?
I did see that. I just saw what I done. In my reboot of Vigilante wins the saga, he's a strong, independent white woman taking no shit and no names, fighting the patriarchy. Don't give them ideas, since you did that.
At least you're still taking no shit. I mean,
Nerd Portal. Nerd Portal's in Vegas.
He's in Vegas.
Yeah, he's in Vegas. Yeah.
He's in Vegas, but he's so...
Yeah, dude, he's in Vegas.
He's having such a good time. He's chatting to us.
Yeah, I saw him on Gary's stream last night. So.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see
dude, he was on Gary's stream last night.
He was at the 44-minute mark in that video.
And then Ryan walked right up to him. He goes, "Hey, dude." He goes, "Yo, I'm the Portal Life Form." And he's like, "Oh, dude, I know you." And he had his shirt on, too. Yeah.
So, he looked like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Which was unusual.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Chicago, man. He's a Chicago guy. Shout out to Nerd Portal. That's the cousin city of Detroit. So I was.
You know who I never thought was older was Eric K. I never seen him before. I saw him for the first. He's a silver fox.
Is he?
Yeah, it makes me feel young.
He's older than I thought he was.
I thought he was a young buck.
No, I thought he was a young buck too, dude. He's like a Sean Connery. He looks kind of. Sean Connery.
Jade is. Let the record say, Eric K. Jade went at your head.
Yeah. No, that's a compliment. Sean Connery
likes older men as well.
Jade, Sean Connery, man. That's a compliment.
Actually, after just seeing the Rock, Sean Connery has a lot of charisma.
Yeah, and Eric K. has that. I was like, I should know. I met the man when I was younger, so.
You met Eric K when you were younger?
No,
that's cool. You and Eric K met.
No,
Eric K met Jed when he was a kid.
No, Sean Connery.
Talks about it a lot.
I met him with my grandparents. So,
man, cool.
Yeah. He hit on my grandmother, and my grandfather laughed it off. He's like, "No chance."
Yeah, right. That's the problem, man. That's how. I mean, I'm good for your grandfather. But that's how, he's Sean Connery is cool. Nah, Sean Connery don't give a pass. You give him a pass, that's how danger happens.
No, the reason why is they used to be really good friends back in the day. That's the reason why. So, yeah.
How do you know she didn't hit on him?
No, she didn't know him back
You're
then. My grandfather knew Connery.
Is Sean Connery your grandfather, Jay?
No, I had a grandfather.
Talk about my
grandfather
like that,
knew
Jay.
him. Okay.
Don't talk about my father like that.
Oh, shut up.
Don't talk about my father like that. You're swine. You're swine.
Does he also slap women like
Connery? Okay. This will put some. I met him about the time Sean did Time Bandits. So that was the time when I met Connery.
I got Time Bandits.
Yeah. Time Bandits are freaking awesome, dude.
Yes.
So that was about the time I met Connery with my grandparents.
Concentrated evil you've got there.
Yeah. So. So that was about the time I saw him.
Digital
watches. Isn't it, girl? My grandfather knew Sean Connery. So
you should write a song about that.
Yes. Cool.
Cool. A lot of people see my stories. I'm like, no, dude, this is just weird. And then fucking Mad Mardigan's like, what fucked up story do you have? Because I tell screwed up stories on the Tuesday show when we do movies from every week. And then Mad's like, so what kind of crazy fucked up story you have this week? I was like, when we went to do Speed, I was like, no, dude, it was fine. And Mad was pissed. Mad Mardigan he's like, I got Jude out of a story this week. I was like, dude, nothing happened that week.
So you've never met Dennis Hopper? That's what you're saying?
No.
You've got no Dennis Hopper stories, which
Not.
is a real shame because I'd like to hear one. You've let me down yet again. That's you're fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Where's your Dennis Hopper stories? Pop quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Oh shit.
Oh, I miss Dennis Hopper.
Yeah,
God, that
I
man
know.
was good. Like, and was it True Romance when he's getting tortured by Christopher Walken? Awesome scene. What an actor.
Yeah, we got
Now.
like. Why am I making this guy sandwiches? Why did you say that for?
What guy?
What guy?
Which one? Which guy? Jade, you mean?
Yeah, who are you making sandwiches for that you
Yeah, why are you making?
Islington girl, if you're in trouble, just tap twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't blink because we can't
twice.
see. Just put two dots. Shit. Oh, that was.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yo, Parrothead.
Yeah. Hey, Parrothead, what's up, brother?
Parrothead was good.
Parrothead, my fellow memer, sends me tons of memes all the time. So.
You all eat.
Yes,
them.
and amongst other things.
Yeah, amongst other things.
NSFW, I think is.
Yeah, that's the reason why we have that channel on the Discord for, brother.
The 24/7 final verdict on What If is why if.
Oh,
Should
man.
we be watching it? Should we be watching it?
Yeah.
Should I waste time? No.
To be that's the thing. It's like if if they did that little slick shit, and it was crazy because they the way it was drawn, it was drawn to where she looked like she was actually like a dude, kind of.
Well,
and
24. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
But that's the archetype now. I mean, wasn't there somebody praising Kevin Smith and crew for making Tila look like a proper woman?
Right.
You know, really?
Well, 70s. And somebody already did that. And this is what I saw because I was looking through all the pictures and stuff. If you looked at Steve the way his head was, and you took his head off and you put Peggy's head on there, that's what it looked like. It looked like it was Steve. And if you go back and look at the pictures that Anna has up on her Twitter, she took the wig, the hair out, it looked like a dude.
Yeah.
And it just looks like it was a guy.
It looks like a lady.
Yeah.
But, it's the weirdest thing, and it's I mean, the destruction of femininity continues in Western civilization.
Right.
Yeah, because there's other women that's had the super soldier or super serum of some form of it over the years, and they didn't turn into this hulking nightmare like Peggy was in the What If.
You can kick ass as a woman without looking like you're a Conan, I mean.
Yeah.
Gina Carano can kick ass. She doesn't, and she's still got a woman's body, So
there's a lot of women who have, some musculature to them and still look feminine. But the thing is, this is about being perverse. This always is. It's about masculinizing women and effeminizing men. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's why they do what they do. That's why they do what they do. Now I didn't see it, and I did have some interest in What If just when it was first announced. I'm like, this could be something interesting.
Did they really?
The question I wanted to add. Oh, go ahead, 70.
Did they really think they can get the vast majority of human beings to fall for that in real life? Are guys going to start going to bars and looking for the most masculine-looking women they can find, and are the women going to go to the bar looking for the most Kibblesmith-looking guy they can find? Is it
that won't happen. That second part will never happen.
No,
but the first part, maybe. And the reason I say that, you're like, huh? Well, here's the thing. They have really gotten. I don't want to go Alex Jones and say turn the freaking frogs gay, but they're doing. We do have way less testosterone as men.
Jade, have they turned the frogs gay?
No, but we have less testosterone. There's these soy boys out there. There's a lot of Kibblesmiths out there.
Yeah, there are a lot of Kibblesmiths out there,
and they're trying to raise them as Kibblesmiths. That's why a lot of this stuff it's not really meant for us. It's meant for kids who don't know any better. So they grow up on it as it being their normal, and they're all Kibblesmith eyes.
Just to what
end? Did you see him in that Captain Marvel comic book that came out about a couple weeks ago?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
So basically, they came out with a Captain Marvel comic book, right? And they had all these real people that work at Marvel, all dressed as Captain Marvel. So you have guys, girls, they all had the shirts, all kinds of shit. And then right on, like when you're looking at it straight up, on the right side, right up under her, right up under her elbow, because Captain Marvel's flying in the air and everybody's walking on the ground, all dressed like her. You get to see Daniel Kibblesmith, man.
Kibblesmith?
Yeah, with a Captain Marvel shirt on.
Yeah.
I
didn't hear about this because
yeah, actually, it's if you look up the latest Captain Marvel comic, it was like if I'm not mistaken, it was like a variant cover, and he had all these people, and these are all the people that work in the comic books for and there he goes right up there, standing right up under her, and he has a Captain Marvel gear on, and everybody's dressed like Captain Marvel, all these real people all dressed like her.
Yeah, they're all Silford certain now in every single comic in Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Well, we saw that I Am Not Starfire, which is obvious self-insert. The chat is going to town on poor Jade.
They always go to town on me. I'm used to it now.
Jade was
like, I gotta be honest. If you're gonna be on YouTube, you gotta have some thick ass skin. Okay, or any social media. So, especially Twitch. Yeah. Twitch is more vicious than YouTube is. Okay, so
Dildo's wrong. Kibblesmith is not a man's man. He's a man's fluffer, perhaps. He's
not a man's fluffer. Man. Yeah,
Kibblesmith is that's their ideal male. Yeah. That's the ideal male that society wants nowadays.
The human race is doomed. Yes.
Oh, we're screwed. Yeah. Russia takes over, comes in, stomps in. They're like, oh, look at this little 1A cut. We're all.
I'm really curious to know what his blades look like, man.
Oh, don't remind me about him. I just actually got the clip for some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill as like a drop, and I was watching it, and there's some funky action scenes, and the Foley is ridiculous. But like you missed that sort of style action, and I'm with Isn't the Girl. I do not believe Daniel, as she called him, Kibble Bits, did not get his wife. I don't believe he got his wife pregnant. I remember.
Oh, that hell joke. No! I don't believe it. Did
you see that joke? I thought it was fucking real.
I saw it too. There is no way in hell she let him put himself insert himself.
No way. Dildo's right. I mean, when the kid comes out and it doesn't.
And it's black,
We'll see what color this kid comes
out. The acid test, yes.
It's the milkman, the UPS guy.
I don't think Kibblesmith has any interest, man.
If the kid looks if the baby looks like a pit bull, then we'll know it was the dog.
Listen, I think Kibblesmith will be more jealous of her getting him than like anything else. If you catch my drift. And Zatley's Blade is going to be trash because he doesn't comprehend someone like that.
Exactly. He'll never get it.
And you guys mentioned black, man. I think he's one of those guys, like, he has like a thing for black guys. Sandra's husband's black.
Now he does.
He's one of those weird fuckers. Yeah, there's a group of motherfuckers that like have this like fear fascination.
Wow.
And in his case, probably like infatuation.
Oh, VW. I think he has some jungle fever. He's in the closet about it, so.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, fear, infatuation, just jungle fever. It's not 94. Fear, infatuation.
You can tell I'm old.
Jungle fever. 88. Whatever the hell that movie.
I was watching.
90s.
Is it early? I'm like between early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, that's still a good movie though. So
a great movie.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah,
I was watching Inside Man again the other day. Much more recent Spike Lee heist movie. That heist movie with Denzel.
I remember that. That's the last
with Clive Owen, where he robs
Inside
the bank.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
that's the last ugly movie I liked. That was like
and it was pretty good. But I loved when Denzel's talking to his girlfriend on the phone. He goes, "I'll be home soon, and I'm bringing Willie and the twins with me."
And it's just like,
we know what he means.
I was like, let's go.
Islington girl calls you all racist. She's right. And Sister Dildo says interracial cuckolding is a stay for real, for real. That's why I'm getting at. And he likes to participate. Again, if you catch my drift. If she was knocked up by Kibble Bits or whatever you want to call this guy.
Isn't the girl? I like your new picture on your profile though.
Yeah.
It's nice.
He might slide in DMs, Islington girl. No, we got a super sticker. A highly concerned super sticker, too. I don't know what's going on with the smiley face. He
99 cents Canadian, that's worth about
Canadian.
Yeah, that's worth
real money.
2 cents.
Well, well, luckily our money's failing too, so it's probably worth 99 cents.
Just getting back to even. Yeah.
I think it's like 80 cents or something like that. So you're not that far off. And I gotta thank you, Islington girl.
Yeah, Inside Man was good. I enjoyed watching that again. Clive Owen is fantastic in it. Don't see enough of Clive Owen these days. I don't know what he's doing, but great actor.
I think a lot of actors get kind of like pre-canceled.
Yeah.
I was seeing something about what's the guy's name? Brendan Fraser, because he's doing stuff again. I guess he got on TikTok.
He got uncanceled, then canceled, then uncanceled, then canceled. Like,
well, recently, because he's just been. I don't even know why. I think he might be conservative, but it may not even be that. It may just be they get tired of him. But apparently, he's starting to do movies again. He was on like some TikToker who I don't know who they are, and they're just doing like a live stream or an interview or something. And some of the fans were just talking about like how much they miss him and how much they're rooting for him. And he just was like taken back by it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because I guess he just.
Dude, I think he really wants to come back, but because of what he said, then nobody wants to hire him. Because remember, he was one of the biggest movie stars in the 90s.
Yes, he was. The late 90s.
Oh, he was the king of the box office. Bigger than Leo, you know? So
at that time, he was like white hot. He was white hot in the late 90s.
The Mummy, Encino Man, what else?
George of the Jungle. He did George of the Jungle.
We had the one the Bewitched, the Bedazzled movie. Like,
that
one, I like that one because Liz was hot in that movie. Oof. So
I remember that. So he had a lot of pretty big movies. And he just kind of got, erased.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. You say, did he do something for that? Like
I don't remember what it was. So I remember he said, and somebody's like, the only work that I know he does is on the Doom Patrol on HBO. Yeah, that's the only thing I know he's doing right now. So
a fun fact for you, Encino Man wasn't called Encino Man in the UK. It was called California Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because nobody in Britain knows where Encino is, so they called it California Man.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Just a fun piece of trivia for you there.
Huh. I know certain things, because like Avengers Assemble, because the Avengers
TV show is legendary in Britain, so calling anything the Avengers, you naturally got confusion. So, but yeah. Brendan Fraser was huge. I don't know what did he do wrong? I can't remember.
He said something, and
Did he call somebody sir instead of ma'am, or?
It's ma'am. Like.
But Clive Owen as well. I absolutely thought he was going to be one of the next big action stars after Shoot 'Em Up. That brilliant film.
I thought Clive Owen was going to be a huge badass.
And Shoot 'Em Up's brilliant movie. Brilliant.
So.
Especially as it's got Monica Bellucci in it. So.
Okay, I'm looking this up about Brendan Fraser. So basically, it looks like somebody. This seems weird as fuck.
What?
He said he alleged that the Golden Globe president basically, like, guys remember what happened with Terry Crews? He said some agent grabbed him. Basically, this is what he said happened. To the guy at the Golden Globes. This happened in 2003. And that's like right when he was at his biggest.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I don't want to get into
Did somebody accuse him of being Canadian?
No. He accused the Golden Globes guy of.
They found out he was Canadian.
It's the other way around, but no, I didn't. Did I know that? Maybe I did. I can't remember.
discovered
I
he
feel
was
like I knew it
Canadian.
and forgot it. Shout out to North Michigan. I don't want to do it calling guys Canada. But yeah, apparently he got Me Too the other way around, where a guy was trying to touch him. That's pretty fucked up.
And then then he just disappeared. Like, and the last time that we, like, and then all of a sudden in Doom Patrol he just popped up, and I'm like, where has he been? Like, yeah, I was just like.
By the way, I hate to say it, I actually agree with Sentient Dildo. Clive Owen was great in Children of Men. So once I agree with Dildo. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's
a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of dystopian, which everything is now, but then it was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The real world is dystopian.
Yeah, Michael Caine's in it too. He's brilliant in it, but I think it's a plot that's been used in a couple of stories about, fertility issues in the human race. So you can see where it's going to go,
Well, geez, I need to shut up before I get Matt canceled. I just got to shut up about it.
About Brendan Fraser.
Not about Brendan Fraser. I'm glad for him. I guess he's trying to make a comeback at least. We'll see how successful he ends up.
Yeah.
He says he wants to do another Mummy movie, but Universal doesn't want to do it. So
I'm kind of surprised. Like, listen, if they did a non-woke Mummy right now, I'd watch it.
Oh, do you know how much money that movie would make if they brought back some of the original, cast from the Mummy that are still around?
Yeah.
Well, they could have him playing the father of children that are now.
Yeah,
and then
he has to go save. He has to go save the children. And
And I didn't like that little kid, man.
Yeah, they did that.
In the last Mummy.
Yeah,
but last one he was grown, right?
Nah, the kid. Yeah, the kid. Nah, the kid was a kid. The kid was like maybe 10, 11 or some shit. Man, he was annoying, man.
I think Zach's is correct. Brendan ate the Mummy because he's looking a bit on the beefy side now. When he saw him in, he's in No Sudden Move, which I saw recently. He was in that, and he is a bit on the chunky side. Yeah.
Well, I am no one to talk. I look like the notorious B.I.
Oh, what about the dude who was Batman? He was in Top Gun too.
Oh, Val Kilmer, he got chubby.
Oh, he got huge.
You gotta watch the Val movie.
But he's coming back in Top Gun too. So
the Val Kilmer documentary that's out.
Yeah,
I watched it the other night. Yeah, it's 24/7. It's great. It's really, really good. You really feel for the guy.
I would like to see him and Val Kilmer do a movie together. That.
Who 24/7 and Val?
No, wait. Do Brendan Fraser and them do a movie together.
Well, Brendan will have to do all the talking because Val has a lot of difficulty talking because he's got the thing in his throat, So, but it was a great. If you watch the documentary, it's really good. He's got a lot of footage from behind the scenes from all his movies. Because he's been an avid filmer of everything himself all through his life. Yeah. It's funny because he starts out with the video cameras this big. At the end, it's down to the phone. He starts with this big. But yeah, he shows Top Gun behind the scenes stuff and Dead Tombstone. Sorry, I keep saying Dead with Tombstone. He's got some stuff from that. It's very interesting, and he's a good guy. I like him. I know he's got a bad rep, but I don't know. He seemed like a good enough guy to me, and he's very, unlike many people in Hollywood, he's very close to his children. And that came across very well in this, because how often like Alec Baldwin and others, their children just hate them, whatever. So anyway, it's worth watching. It is good.
Yeah, it is.
Watch it because it's a fascinating behind the scenes stuff, and he's fairly complimentary or non-committal about some of the people he's worked with, but there's one or two that he lets rip on. Won't give it away. But it's not Tom Cruise. He actually says very nice things about Tom Cruise. So.
How about that?
Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, well worth watching.
Cool. That is something to check out.
And I actually finally got around to watching Suicide Squad yesterday, so.
How did you like it?
That's what happened since your dildo. But he got canceled because he did not want. That's what happens. They said get on the casting couch. He said, "Are you serious?" And they said, "Get out."
Right. He said, "That's not big enough. I want a bigger one."
But what did you think of Suicide Squad?
Well, I have to say I really enjoyed it. I perhaps enjoyed the first and second act a little bit more than the third act when the action really heated up at the end. It got a little bit silly, but funny silly though. It was funny. It was amusing.
Got silly.
I
the
actually
first act
liked.
Silly.
It's supposed to be though. If you read Doom,
it was silly.
I liked Harley Quinn. I did Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I did too.
This is the Harley Quinn we actually would prefer in the movies, as opposed to the solo movie.
This is it. This is it for her. She's done now. She finally figured out how to play this damn character. Now she's quitting.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you figure out how to play your character. Now you screwed up.
Yeah, she had the right tone.
Yeah,
she had the right lines, which obviously helps. She was great.
Yeah. Harley, where are you at? Oh, I had to take a number 2. Like I was like,
way more information.
That was something Harley would say too. Like I'm
I mean, I don't want to plot spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but when she disposes of her the president, that's quite amusing.
She has some really great scenes. Yeah, there's a bullet in this. There was actually a bullet in this thing. I laughed at that. That's one of the few.
You knew when that gun cabinet got knocked over that something was going to come out of that.
Yeah, I was just like, "Oh, she gonna pick something up, dude."
And the funny thing is, most of the jokes I hated because I'm not a James Gunn fan, but the stuff with Harley was actually pretty entertaining.
It was. I found the whole thing very enjoyable, very entertaining. Had the right amount of humor. Didn't preach about anything. There was no wokeness that I could particularly see in it. I was a little bit upset about the death of a major character towards the end, but
yes, me too. I think I know who you're talking about. And I felt
I wish they didn't do that to them.
Yes, I didn't see that coming, and I was a bit pissed off about it.
I was too. I thought this was a fun but flawed movie. And I think it's exactly what Drinker titled his video, and that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff I don't like, but the stuff I do outweighs it. So I'll especially for this era, I'll allow it, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, in another era, it would have been, I'll give it 5.5, 6. Today, I would give it 7.5 because compared to the other things today, it's pretty good. And the humor made it for me. It had the right tone. I mean, Idris Elba is always pretty good, even if he's in crappy movies. He's good.
Yeah, he was good.
And Stallone was brilliant, although obviously it's just his voice. But Bird, that's the joke. Bird. Bird.
I actually did not like the humor again. Too thick. Too many unfunny jokes.
It's not made for intellectuals. It's not made for intellectuals like you, Vidge.
Yeah.
No, it could be dumb. I need dumb humor, but just it's like so. James Gunn is the most try-hard guy in the history of the world.
Oh, hey, VW, did you hear James Gunn's in a little bit more trouble again?
I did hear because listen, James Gunn likes the kids a little bit more than he should. So to speak. And I heard that some of that shit's coming to pass. And Matt hated it. I can see that.
Oh, I already knew Matt was gonna hate it, and I told him I was like, "You're gonna hate this. I'm gonna like it. You're gonna hate it."
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a very polarizing movie.
Yeah,
because I wanted to give it a 7. What stream was I on? I talked to somebody, and I think it was on Nick Wise. Everyone else was just like so effusive. Like, I guess 8, but I'm like, I want to give it a 7. I got bullied into it.
Keep your own mind, man. That's good. But even Mrs. Rock fan watched it, and she doesn't normally watch any movies of that kind, and she thought it was quite good. So
she doesn't. She's like Mark's wife.
Yeah, my Mrs. does not like any. She doesn't like sci-fi, which is weird. Like, I find that weird.
Dude, you and Mark's wife, your wife and Mark's wife should meet one another.
Mark and I should just hook up like Frankie and Grace's husband.
Fucking swap wives one night.
Whoa. This episode's taking a different turn.
She really likes the actor whose character unexpectedly dies near the end. So that was
why she
likes that actor.
That do we have to be spoiler free? It's been a week. I mean, anyone who's going to see it is going to see it.
Basically, everybody who's going to see it. Yeah, tell us.
Dildo's not seen it.
Why?
He already.
Dildo's in the dark as usual.
Well, he's supposed to be in the dark and the moist. That's his job. What are you going to say, 24?
So I'm saying, Dildo already gave it his. He already rated it.
Yeah, he said 4 out of 10.
Even though he didn't see
it.
That's because he's in the dark. Yeah.
Because Matt didn't like it, I'd give it 10 out of 10. Do we have to be spoiler free? I don't know. There's how many? 12 people watching this?
Yeah, there's not that many. Everybody else is in Vegas, and So.
Killing Rick Flag pissed me off
the fuckers. He's my favorite character.
I like Flag too. That pissed me off. Flag got killed, man.
And that struck me as being possibly a bit woke. Let's get rid of the lead
straight
Caucasian guy.
Well, let's kill Flag and keep the asshole that kills everybody.
Well, because he has to do a TV show. But you mentioned woke. I actually kind of want to give the floor to 24/7 Fusion Media because we talked about this on the Primetime Kings. Let everybody know what you had to say about the ending because you had your own criticisms along those lines about the ending.
Well, I mean, at the end, I didn't like, it's like basically I didn't like how Polka Dot Man, he started off killing off the starfish. He attacked the leg, and all of a sudden he gets killed, and I was like, what the fuck? But then at that point, after he gets killed, you see fucking Harley Quinn jumping off the building, with the javelin, and basically it was the women killed off Starro. So I was like, well, what the fuck? What about the other men that were there? And someone was like, well, at least the other guys that were there helped get Harley and Ratcatcher 2. To Starro. But I was like, but that doesn't mean shit because they were supposed to play their part to get to him anyway. So, but once they all got there, Polka Dot Man did what he did, and he got killed off. And all of a sudden, here goes the Harley Quinn and Ratcatcher 2, their deal. So basically, Harley Quinn opens up the eye, and boom, all the rats come in and start eating his ass up from the inside, and she's controlling all of that. And Harley Quinn's, all in the water, the eye water, and she's all da-la-la. With all the rats all behind her and shit. I'm like, come on,
that was very James Gunn as well, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. But it was a thing that it was all about them two taking down the starfish. What was everybody else's involvement? So the men just stood around and watched.
That's the woke part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't like, and I saw that shit and I was like, nah, man, this fuck. Everybody else just sat there, man. And I was like,
to get shit done.
Yeah. I actually think Polka Dot Man would have been better if he'd just been a polka playing man, played an accordion to defeat the enemies. That would have been, to me, that would have been a much better character.
Yeah, I mean, you guys talked about how James Gunn it was as the CIA messes with or not. What the hell is the Canadian CIA?
Well, 70s would know. So.
There has to be.
Well, we've got the RCMP. I guess they've got a super secret division or something.
Every government has their own like Mossad or CIA or
Moose
something.
Patrol or something, or the MIA, the Missing in Action.
So that's the Canadians. I lived around y'all. So the whole you're like you're 70s, you're Scottish, but I've lived around Canadians. They always we're all nice and polite. Nah. There's some sneaky shit going on up there.
That was one of the funniest moments in, I think it was Casino Royale, when Bond comes into the room and there's a girl and the villain, and he goes, "You're Canadian intelligence," and we burst out laughing, like there's such a thing as Canadian intelligence, and they've got a spy, and she's undercover. Come on.
CSIS apparently is that's what isn't the girl in Draco.
Hey Draco,
sounds like a TV show. Sounds like a
CSIS
procedural TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like something on CBS, but like Canadian CIA is the KGB.
No, it's communist, Cedral, like.
I think it's the whatever the Chinese Maoist Chinese call theirs. That's what we've got too. It's the same people. So.
Hell, Draco. Oh, you handsome devil. Sorry, I had to go with the Smiths. They don't FR. That's what you think.
That's right.
They probably. I'm telling you, you guys sleep on the Canadian, the whatever that CSIS. I'm sure they do some really fucked up shit. I'm sure they do crazy shit.
They spend all day on Twitter looking. No, they spend all day on Twitter looking for people saying wrong pronouns. That's what they do. So. That's their intelligence work.
Sleeping with the mooses out there, I can tell you. Because you don't know, they can just snatch some farmer who said the wrong thing, has the wrong pronouns.
Fuck the moose.
Canadian Security Intelligence Service. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with them.
We have neither security or intelligence, so that's a bit of a misnomer.
It's called the Communist Security Intelligence Service.
Yeah. I could say more, but we'll probably get shut down.
Well, yeah. See.
Well, I say we'll get shut down. Matt will get shut down.
Yeah, we don't want to get Matt banned the week he's not here. We've successfly done the one with Mad on his channel and didn't get the channel shut down.
Nobody expects Canadian intelligence. Our weapons are fear and surprise. Our two weapons.
We lost our audience. I noticed the audience. It was like, hey, there's 17 people and they all left.
And then we're like, because I was looking at it too. I was like, what the fuck? Everybody left.
They say, where the fuck is Matt?
It's just these losers that didn't go to Vegas. So fuck them, you know.
Everybody that's in the chat is arranged except the Islington girl.
I know.
I know that. I've been in chats like that.
He can't give Islington girl a wrench either. Can you? Wait, you can't. Matt gave you the login.
No,
right?
It doesn't work. You can't do it from StreamYard.
Come on, VW. Let's do some crazy shit while he's not watching.
Speaking of crazy shit, to quote Islington girl, she says, by crazy shit, you mean sitting while we were compromised all day by China and our own federal government? They're helping compromise, and I would if I could. But I can only put her in timeout on blocker. I cannot give her a wrench.
Well, let's do that then.
No, no more sandwiches for you, mister.
No, the Canadian government is oppressive enough.
Yeah. Islington girl's going to be a key player in our Canadian get-together whenever we have one.
Canadian meetup.
It'll happen. Me and Canadian Spider-Man are plotting it. It's going to happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Canadian, dude, 70s Canadian Spider-Man said he wants to come out here and do something out here too. So.
Yep. Yeah, we met up recently. Had a good few beers, good laugh.
She's like, "Don't wrench me."
Don't wrench me.
Want that pressure.
Anywho, enough of the Canadian politics.
Hey, Mr. Tickle Truck stuck around. He gave us a $3 super sticker. Let me actually.
There you go.
It looks like the Shibu Inu saying "My Hero." Academia? ? She says she runs her mouth too much for a wrench. And didn't China buy almost all of Vancouver?
They did. Yeah,
they did.
Why property prices across Canada are insane because not just Vancouver, it's spread out to Toronto.
Well, Islington girl. Yeah, I run my mouth a lot, and people keep giving me wrenches. So. Me and Dildo got a wrench. Let that sink in.
You mean giving you a slap in the face? Is that what a wrench means these days?
Yes, Cinch Dildo does have a wrench.
Yeah. Actually, Matt was drunk when he gave me Dildo and a bunch of other people's a wrench.
And he's Dildo did was ban me.
He banned him.
I don't think I haven't forgotten, but revenge is a dish best served cold.
We can't give you a wrench. If we gave you a wrench, the chat would be filled with wrenches. That's just tacky.
But I've been in chats.
Oh, so you mean it'd be like our channel over at the other on my channel, but it's just a wall of wrenches. Like it's just a wall.
You just hand out a few wrenches. You hand out too many wrenches.
I only handed out like 8 or 10 of them. That's it.
They're like triples.
We got 250 subscribers out of 10. I gave 10 wrenches out.
I think
10, 15 wrenches. Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's a good
faith.
ratio right there. So.
You know, Val Kilmer can still do the thing he did in Tombstone with the little cups instead of the shot glasses instead of shooting the guy, where he does it through his fingers like that. He can still do that, even though he's older and not so well. Fun fact.
Yeah,
pretty cool. You know, another fun fact about Van. Go ahead, man.
No, you go ahead, mate. Yeah. After you.
The movie Heat, which is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. There's a scene. I want to say one of the late shootouts, and he reloads a gun. He shoots, empties his clip and reloads a magazine for those. Because I don't want the gun nuts to scream at me, Jesus. Empties the magazine and then reloads it, and apparently they use it for the military, saying if that actor can do it faster than you don't belong in the military. So that was like a part of the training montage. His the way he used his weapon and Heat. So like that's just an interesting fact. And that movie's good. His performance is good. So is everyone else.
Well, comics isn't here. Matt's not here, and then we don't have.
This was here.
So there ain't going to be no
culture, because Matt
culture's not here. So you're
Matt
not
knows probably a little less than I do, but fucking culture and comics, like, geez.
Dude, whenever I popped in there and I was like, "Culture, did you get a new gun?" He's like, "Dude, look at this shit! What I got!" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Did you see all the guns up on the wall when they were doing the show? Cool. Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
I was like, I would dare a motherfucker to walk in that room. Like, come on.
So let's see some trolls walking.
Yeah, I'd love for you to walk in that room. Like, come on, talk some shit in there, please.
Yeah. Heat was a classic, and that's when Michael Mann was one of my favorite directors. Probably still is. It's just he hasn't really done much recently that I can even think of. I mean, that last Miami Vice remake that he made with Colin Farrell was pretty poor, I thought.
Yeah.
But Michael Mann was a great director for many years.
Yeah, Isn't Thinker. I know Culture. Well, they come on the channel all the time. But then on... And then
Culture's on channels with us.
Yeah, I go on other things with Culture and comics all the time. So, and they have their Thursday night throwdown, so I go on with them. So,
Jade knows Culture. Culture has no idea who Jade is, but Jade.
He goes, "Yeah, Jed, I wish you could have came." I was like, "Man, I would have went there, man. There's nobody, man." He even saw me last night. He's like, "Jed, brother, I wish you had been there." I was like, "I know."
I know. Wish we'd all been there. Next time. Yeah. Next time, I will have our own meetup, and we'll just call it the
I will say this:
the leftovers.
Red Shirt has a good collection himself, so
pretty cool. Speaking of, I just want to shout out just another Red Shirt. I know he's not feeling well. Hope him and his wife are feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
And he's not just another Red Shirt. He's the Red Shirt, and wish him the best. Wish you both the best.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna at some point. I'm going to meet up with Culture. We're just trying. He's so busy right now, but I'm going to meet up with him at some point. So,
oh man, cool.
To make up for the Vegas thing.
You guys are both in the same general area. I'm not sure where.
Yeah, we're in the. I can't say where, but
you don't have to dox yourself.
Well, everybody already knows where I live, but I don't say where he's at.
Okay.
He told me not to, but we're in the same. Southwestern.
It's a shame I didn't know you when
he said it on the stream before.
Shame I didn't know you when I used to work in Arizona.
I know, right?
I know. We would have went and hanged out all the time. I was there all the time. Yeah, I didn't know. So, I wasn't doing any of this.
Yeah, I know. Red Shirt only help you and the messes get better, brother. So.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Whiskey. Drink whiskey. It's a well-known cure for everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what Draco said. Until invite
me. The movie Vampire
Interview with the Draco. Interview with the Draco.
Let me check. So I haven't been in a Discord, so if anyone's been messaging me.
Oh, let me go look at it real fast.
I'm like, I haven't or said anything in the damn thing.
I'm gonna go look. Just a fact. You've been to Arizona once, isn't it, girl? That's cool.
Cool.
You
don't want to come during the summer though. Summer's the worst time.
Oh, jeez, it's hot.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's hot right here. It's hot everywhere right now. At least in South.
Oh, it's even hot here. Yeah, I mean we've had
Mad City's gonna be late.
Yeah,
so.
I saw that. But I didn't know if
it's just red shirt talking.
Red shirt.
Jake D. Well, he's in Vegas, so he's not.
He's in Vegas.
Yeah, he's in Vegas. But yeah,
Hey,
if nothing
Draco,
else
if
is
you
said,
want to hop on, I think the link's in the main one. So if you want to hop on, you feel free, because a lot of the usual are in Vegas partying. So feel free to hop on.
You might want to send an invite to Tom because I know he got left back too.
Oh yeah.
Send an invite to Tom.
Left behind.
He's one of the people that got left behind.
But when there is another get together, we should all have our own meet during that and keep everyone else out.
Yeah.
And just call it the leftovers
I'll
meet.
probably go to the next one.
No, Gary, you can't come in. No, I'm sorry, comics. You're
that'd be fucked up.
He's like, no, you guys left us from the last one.
That's right. No, you're not coming into our meet.
No, 70s RP mean. Yeah.
I don't think we'll do that.
I
don't think that's going to happen.
BW, if you want me to do it, or you can do it.
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll probably be at the next one, especially if it's in Texas. I think it'll probably.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it is in Texas. That was my spiritual home. Did live in Dallas for 3 years. Enjoyed it immensely. So I go back whenever I get the chance. Yeah.
70s is like West Coast for life. Like, seriously. He's like Texas, Arizona.
Me and my friends, the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, what too? This is not the place to find chicks.
I got a collection of these little hockey. Every hockey team got one of these. This is Tim Hortons. They used to give them away years ago.
Tim Hortons.
And I got a whole bag of them back there. But this is the Dallas Stars one.
Oh man,
just little cups.
Hey, did you know they shut down the Timmy Hortons here in Arizona now?
You said that,
70s?
There was a Tim Hortons in Arizona. I thought it was.
There was a couple
Michigan
here in Phoenix and like other Scottsdale and stuff. And they shut them down.
The moose died.
Yeah.
There's a moose in every branch.
They couldn't get no more maple syrup, eh?
Yeah.
No, they got bought out by somebody else. So.
Yeah.
And they just shut them. They shut them down.
Shutting them down here. I can assure you this.
Oh, I know they're not. They're not there. Hey, Kaylee.
They're okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaylee.
Hey,
no
Rayvon.
shortage of Starbucks either.
Killy Chow. What's going on?
I think Starbucks bought out Timmy Hortons. I'm not sure. It was some other company that we know about.
Yeah.
So it was either Starbucks or something else.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Huh?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, it was Dunkin' Donuts, but out Timmy Hortons. So
yeah, it'd be Dunkin', I think.
Yeah.
Quite the Tim. Yeah, I thought Tim Hortons was just Michigan and Canada. Speaking of Michigan, the great state of Michigan,
in Minneapolis and Minnesota area too. There's a few Tim Hortons.
But still up north, northern Midwest, northern Midwest and Canada. But speaking of the great state of Michigan, Draco Argentis has joined us. Yo,
Draco.
Draco. How are you doing?
Hello, Draco.
Good, sir. How are you?
Quite good. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Oh, this fine evening while we're far, far away from where all the fun is.
I know. Did you see Nick and Matt earlier? They came on. So.
Oh, no.
You missed it? Yeah, Nick and Matt came on and they were showing the room off and everything else, telling us what they were doing, so.
I was watching a few things, but not today. I was at Friday Night Tights while I was at work, so.
Is it still going on? Because I know it's his birthday show.
They finally closed it out.
So.
They finally closed out the Friday Night Tights about, maybe 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that was Gary's birthday show, so.
Yeah, he was counting it as his birthday show. I think we get a little bit longer until it's actually.
Yeah. So.
When is his birthday?
Today.
Is it today? Or is it, like you say,
Saturday?
I think it's today or tomorrow.
That was Saturday, so Saturday. Okay.
So it's either today or tomorrow. I don't know.
So happy birthday, Gary.
Yeah.
The patriarch of the community, as he prefers the fellowship.
And you guys
happy birthday to you.
Yeah, go send some
birthday,
Gary
Mr.
some
President.
love. Yeah.
Boo boo be doo.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
He got his present.
Gary,
that's for sure.
I'll be honest. I don't think Gary wants anyone doing a Marilyn Monroe outside of his wife.
Wait! I could see Drunk going up to Gary and doing that though.
Hey Jade, I got one of these for you. This is for you. The Phoenix Coyotes. The hockey team that used to exist. Now they're the Arizona
I remember the Coyotes.
Yeah, they're called the Arizona Coyotes now.
Same team, just called Arizona. So that's for you.
Coyotes, are they going to take kids across the border? Actual animals? What are you talking about?
Probably why they called them
it's a hockey team. It's here
I know.
No. I think Viggs might be onto something there.
That's a reference.
Well, we do have a lot of coyotes here, so yeah.
That's a reference to last year's debates where
I know
coyotes. Yeah.
Yes,
like
way over their heads. VW.
Yeah,
way over them.
Like literally, if you're out in the outskirts, there are a ton of coyotes, and you got to be careful, like how you put your trash out, because coyotes will come up onto your.
We had one walking up the road here past us the other day.
Yeah,
we've got them here in the interior of BC. It just trotted up the road the other side of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Speaking of actual sports teams enemies, like sport teams mascots chasing you. I'm living in the Charlotte area. Hey, the Red Wings. Hell, Red Wings. So I'm living in the Charlotte area.
Yeah.
I got chased by actual Charlotte Hornets.
That's not you did.
Like it's one thing,
the basketball team.
Bugs, not the basketball team, the actual fucking Hornets.
Bugs from.
Did you run like your life depended on it? Because if they do, you're gonna swell up.
Well, I'm too fucking slow, so I gotta just like stand perfectly still and hope they just want to go some fucking where else. I don't know if they're hornets. I don't know what the fuck these things are. Wasps? They're just huge. They're massive.
Yeah, you get the fuck away from those things the minute you see them, but slow.
It ain't Grandma Maya and fucking Glenn Rice. It's actual hornets in Charlotte. So that's not off. Yeah.
Did you see Godzilla there? I'm picturing VW running, screaming high pitch from the Hornets.
Yeah.
Wow.
In true vigilante fashion. Yes.
Yeah. It's more of me just like pausing and staying still like an animal in nature and hoping it moves. And shout out to Detroit and the Red Wings. I like the Red Wings back when it meant something. Man, I remember the Red Wings were a dominant.
Oh, Red Wings are badass.
Hey, I got something for you then. This is a good one. This is a nice one.
Days
like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Pavel Datsyuk bobblehead.
Hey, Datsyuk. Man, he was like really
he was a badass, dude.
Oh yeah, that's Pavel Datsyuk. What a player. Great player.
I've been trying to get a Stevie Y jersey. I'm thinking of getting one. You know, they're expensive shit now.
They're super expensive, dude.
Ha, Central Dildo. I need to run more because I'm looking, like I said, Notorious VIG hasn't ran his life. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Rayon VR. Hell, Rayon VR.
I was in your chat the other day and somebody
said... This one's
for
you now, this is for you now, VW. It's hard to see, I know, with the glare. It's the Carolina
Hurricanes.
Yeah.
I think they're in Raleigh.
That one's for you now. It's where you live now. Hurricanes. Oh, they're in Raleigh, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're the Raleigh, Durham area.
Hey, VW, did you see the joke? They saw you up on cam and they said, "Who let Biggie onto the stream?" I was like, "That's fucked up."
Who said that?
It was just some random person I've never seen in the chat before, and then they bolted. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't see that. Yeah, but I gotta lose weight. I am really VIG right now. I gotta lose weight, and I gotta do something. I've been trying to walk more. I am not eating that much better. I'm trying to intermittent fast sometimes, but I'm not eating better. I look pretty bad. So yeah, I gotta get there. And I was always saying it.
You'll get there, brother.
Well,
obviously the racist isn't girl.
Obviously, racist. I don't get the chance to talk about hockey much, but I was at Nick Lidstrom's Jersey retiral game, Red Wings game.
Dude,
I got
awesome.
Got the book signed by the man himself.
Sweet.
Dope.
That is sweet.
But got to meet the man, got his autograph. That was a great game, a great night, fantastic night. They had all the top Red Wings guy. Gordie Howe was there, all sorts of guys. Met Gordie Howe, lovely guy.
Oh, I got to meet Gordie Howe too one time. It was
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
I don't get to talk about hockey much on these streams. So.
There you go. Yeah, wow. Definitely a wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dude, even Gordie Howe was badass still at his age.
Oh, he is
even when he was older.
Yeah.
Like, because I got to go on the ice with him at one of the ice rinks out here.
Yeah.
And somebody started talking shit to him, and I was just like one of these like teenagers, and I was just like, "Oh my God, do you know who this is? Yeah. This is fucking Gordie Howe." And I said, "He would still own your ass as old as he is." And then he goes, "Well, let the old man prove his shit." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna step back. Dude, Gordie destroyed this dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, he was a lovely guy off the ice, but on the ice, an absolute killer. I mean, sharpest elbows in the game. You know?
Yeah, it was about the I think because Gordie Howe was in the Mighty Ducks movie, right? And that was about the time when I met him because they were filming some scenes around at the out here in Arizona and other places. They did some scenes in Arizona and California for the Mighty Ducks. So that's where I got to meet him because I was at an ice rink at the time where they were doing some stuff and he was there. So, and I knew the owner of the ice rink and I would go over there and kick it and ice, fuck around on the ice all the time. And I saw Gordie Howe and I flipped out. I was like, dude, you got to let me go over there and meet him. Like, so.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, he is.
Even his brother Mark was both his brothers were great players too. I mean, all three of them played in the same team at once. The Whalers, I think it was. Yeah. A man who played for 5 decades. Incredible player. Yeah.
And guys in there saying follow hockey since the Stars did their Stanley Cup run in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the Stars, now you're onto my... I've got loads of Star stuff here.
Memorabilia.
You got all my Stars bobbleheads. There's my Jamie Benn.
Oh, man.
The one dude I've never got to meet yet that I always wanted to meet was Gretzky. So
pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never met him.
Yeah.
A great one.
Stood about 20 feet from him, but never met him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been in the same vicinity as him a few times.
Yeah, I've been in the same building, but I never got to go up and just like say hi or shake his hand or anything.
If you ever go to a game in Edmonton at the Oilers Arena, which is a fantastic arena, if you go up for the the special buffet before the game, it's like maybe $60 or something. It's well worth it, and it's a brilliant meal. But they've got tons of Gretzky memorabilia, including shirts that are the only shirts that exist from some of the teams he played in when he was a kid. So they've got these are unique. These are his is the only one that exists. It's incredible stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Because Gretzky used to come out when the Coyotes first came out to the Valley. If I remember right, Gretzky was one of the owners of the Coyotes at one point.
Yeah.
The reason why the Coyotes got brought up, Gretzky was, I think he's still some part owner, I'm not sure, but Gretzky was the reason why the Coyotes came out to Phoenix. So
he was a great popularizer. He popularized the game. He wanted to spread the game.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, you're gonna put hockey out in the desert? That's never gonna fly." Oh.
This one's
for they're still here. Like,
This one's for Godzillionaire. This is the Mike Modano book. Dallas, best American player ever. Well, scored the most goals.
Yeah.
Mike Modano won the Stanley Cup with the Dallas Stars in 1999. So that one's... I got to meet him a couple of times. He's out in Arizona now, I think. I think he works in...
Yeah, they're like the Coyotes have had some
the 1999 Danley Stanley
Cup.
Dallas Stars Stanley Cup winning team.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I've met a couple of those guys because they're all at the games.
I think has passed.
Yeah, Bobby Orr, great man.
And I bet you wanted to meet him. Too. As a Blackhawks guy, and Ascension Dildo reminds us that every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute indeed passes. McDonald was awesome, says guys.
And Tony Esposito passed away the other day. The Blackhawks goalie for many years, and another great player. But yeah, these guys are all getting on a bit.
Too.
Yeah, well, the '80s,
the
80s USA hockey team. A couple of the guys, them passed away too.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true these days, but there's a long way to go. But there's a few.
No,
a little more diverse than it used to be, but it's
we never talk about hockey. This is the first time we ever talked about hockey on here.
I'm by no means an expert because I only got into the game when I moved to Canada in the 2000s, early 2000s. So that's what you get when you marry a Canadian. You see, you have to know hockey. You have to pass a test before they let you in. Canada.
What is your favorite syrup? Maple.
Hockey's so white.
Who are the most hated team in hockey? Oh, that's easy. Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes, you passed. Easy question. Anyway,
Red Shirt. Red Shirt talked about his dad took him to a Bruins game where Orion, like you said, Orion Esposito were playing. Pretty cool,
dude. That's awesome, Red Shirt.
Yeah,
that's freaking awesome, dude.
See, Dildo says the Irish ain't into hockey. Knowing full well I'm not Irish, of course, because if I was Irish, it's diddly potatoes. However, the Irish do love hockey because they do love a good fight for no reason. So yes, they love hockey.
You know what? Interesting thing about hockey. So I mean, all sports have taken fighting out of the thing, because I mean, hockey obviously has it, and so it's part of culture. But it was really the part of all sports culture. I mean, the NBA in the 80s and 70s, they were fucking
90s
all the time, even into the 90s, even really into the 2000s, but especially 80s, 70s, and early 90s. Like there were fights all
early 90s, mid 90s,
time. And it was a much more physical game and much more popular, believe it or not. And I think one of the first, if you want to go to one of the first steps in wokeness in sports, is when they start to demasculinize and be really, the fighting. I mean, the Malice in the Palace was bad, but even that happened in the 80s before, where people used to go in the stands and fight people. Because I mean, we forget how it was a different time. And we reacted towards violence a little bit differently. I mean, Charles Barkley threw somebody through a plate glass window. That would never fly for a current day.
Dude, I got to go to some Barkley games, dude. They were crazy out here in Phoenix, man. Like,
so even definitely taking that. Interesting girl. I know she's in Canada. Her dad was not in hockey. So how about that? There's got to be, there's an exception to every rule.
Actually, ain't nobody talked to at work.
An exception to every rule.
He was over in the corner by himself. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, wait, did you see the game yesterday?" And like, nah.
I just noticed gazillionaires post about the no icing calls in the game in Switzerland. Icing is the #1 tool in the Dallas Stars toolkit now. They ice the puck as often as possible.
Oh yeah,
and under any circumstances, even when they ice it for everything. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke, they ice the puck every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'd have to know what icing was, but icing is a thing you have in ice hockey. So apparently,
there you go.
Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew?
What do you call it? Grassing? I don't know. Tracking? No.
That's only if you're high and then hitting a puck. Okay, grassing.
Anyway, that's our hockey talk over.
Yeah, hockey talk on the MFer Cocktail Podcast.
Matt's going to come back and watch this and go. He's going to come back and watch this like, what the fuck are they doing on
this
there?
This is the driest show ever.
Okay, the last show I did was probably until Gary, the show we did on the Culture Crime Files with Gary from Nerd Erotic, was probably one of his most profitable streams, because it was people talking super chats. It was active. This will probably be the worst rated MFer of all time.
What did you guys talk about?
We should wear that as a badge of honor.
Everyone leave. No one watched the show, so he can come back and what the fuck happened? 50 people. We got 50 views.
Did it to spite him because he went to Vegas, the fucker.
Bitch, what did you do?
Yeah, what did you do? This is
I
the
don't
worst
think he's in
rated.
Vegas. I think he's in Hollywood.
MF
He's
forever.
in Hollywood looking for Brie, I think.
Yeah, I know, right? I know he is.
Yeah.
So
He's closer.
Wait.
Close.
We got 26 thumbs up, so that's good.
31
That's
on my
cool.
screen.
Oh, okay. I need to go back and
doing
redo it.
And
Yeah, the Outcast stream.
32 now.
That fuss. Everyone moved to the back of the bus. Never mind.
If
Matt Fonzo
Matt-
talked about hockey on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's gonna come back. I'm the hugest hockey fan ever. Like,
I mean, he was in the. I mean, who knows? I doubt it, but yeah, he was in
no,
Vegas.
Matt is not a hockey person.
Showing his channel now.
I don't think it.
All I can
He
say
is.
is some of the best times I've had in my life have been at or around hockey games. So, you know,
Maybe Bree
it's a lot
likes
of
the
fun.
hockey, and then we can keep her hanging out to make sure that she knows Bree. Matt's waiting for you. Right there.
Maybe they're meeting up right now.
Well, he's gonna
They
cuddle
might.
up to Nick and think that's Bree because the long hair.
I wish
Massage
it was-
Actually, you may have a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shashi, their cunning plan. They'd be like John Candy and Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Move the pillows. They're pillows.
Hey, fucker, I'm gonna put a pill right here so you don't kill me.
Oh boy, Bree doesn't need a hockey stick. She just uses her feet. You know what, man? I had a cousin way back in the day told me like, don't mess with girls with ugly feet. And
Well, she does have ugly feet.
his reasoning was like, if the feet are ugly, the what did he used to say? Call them squid, like the box might be a little squid-like, so to speak, if you catch my drift. John Candy, I don't know what
Interesting follow.
So, listen,
The box be squid like.
so basically, his thought was if the feet are fugly, the puss probably stink. That was his. That was his. So I'm not saying that Bree smells like Bree. I don't know. I've never been there. But if you go to Cuz Jelante Williamson, that's his theory. It isn't a girl, another concerned super sticker.
You know Matt gonna come back like, did you see my girl's box stink?
I don't know, man. That's just that's the wisdom of older Cuz Jelante Williamson.
Older Cuz Jelante Williamson has spoken.
Yes.
You see, isn't the girl with the sticker?
Yep, I just said that. Yeah, she
Okay,
has the concerned super sticker. I don't know the scared. I don't know what that emotion.
I don't know what that
is.
one looks weird. It's just eyes with a little sweat mark right there.
Like maybe we went too far, super sticker.
Oh shit!
Far too far.
What? My ex had 11 cats.
My
Wow.
ex had 11 cats.
What the fuck?
Whoa, that's like 9 too many. Like, you know what I mean? I can see maybe 3 if you got a big place.
I can see 2 or 3, man, but
2 or 3.
11?
11, yes, that's pushing it. Well past. And yes,
You know that house has cats. You don't have to get that far inside the door.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not going inside that house.
As soon as you sit down, your fucking shirt is all fuzzy and shit.
Yeah.
I know.
And
you get up, you know. I've been in those places, and I try to get the hell out of there fast.
When you were ignoring the red flag, or do you think it was a carnival? And then pissy. A little bit. That's what I was thinking as well. I have one. Yeah, 1 to 3, depending on your space. It's fine. But after that, and even then, I have one dog, and I thought about getting like a cat because he's so fucking stir crazy, like for him. I'm like, I don't want to deal with more. That's like adding. You don't. Like, I love my dog. I love dog Jelante Williamson, but it is like, oh no, now there's more animals. So it's just like, 1 is fine. 1 to 3.
You know, Matt. I'm gonna laugh. You know, Matt's gonna get drunk as hell and probably get married to somebody.
It's not a 90s sitcom. That would be funny if it did happen. Big if true.
we would give him so much shit if that happened.
Hey, God, this is speaking of this is a 90s sitcom joke. But what if what too?
Her pants was out.
Whoa. I thought I dated some winners. Holy smokes.
Damn, dude. You would have been just bolted. Like, get the hell out of there, brother.
There are probably more red flags than it was just like she's challenging every play. Just nothing but red
She's
flags.
like, hey, I'm going to make it even more. So, But were you going to say VW?
No, as I said, her kitty made him ignore all the pussies. Nasty. Definitely nasty. Ew. Yeah, man. More red flags than a challenge. Just every 5 seconds.
Talk about cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
Cat scratch fever. I think it's called
Matt loves Nick hangover 4.
I was thinking that. I didn't say it.
Oh my god. They come back. Matt and Nick are a couple.
I hope not. Even though that would make for great YouTube, but
oh my god, that would give us so much material.
Yeah. Got an LOL for girl. You know what? Yeah. As much as we talk about the ratings, I do want to just say another thank you to the chat. I appreciate you guys being here, especially because most of the people here, we did get a little bit of a raid from FNT. Most people were either watching us with FNT or instead of FNT. So we appreciate that. We appreciate all the loyal support. When everyone's in Vegas, and I know a lot of stuff is wild. We didn't even do a Culture Crime Fires this week. But thank you all for being here. I really, seriously appreciate it.
How about this, Vidge? This is for the chat.
Yeah. Yeah! There we go.
We're here for you, kids. Thanks.
For you guys. And hell, New Bomb Turk, appreciate you being here, man.
Oh, New Bomb, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Well, just jelly. I'm not jelly. I'm happy for them. I hope everyone has a good time.
I'm glad everybody got to go out there.
No way I could go out there.
Yeah.
Nothing to be jealous about. Here now, celebrate me. Well, you've been here for a little bit. But we still, you know what? We're still celebrating you. We appreciate you. And the Wait Down's been lurking.
Yeah, I know Wait Down's been lurking. Yeah.
Cool.
He always lurks.
Well,
he's there in the background waiting.
The lurker.
Appreciate the lurkers. Appreciate the people watching the playback. Again, this is the lowest rated effort. Actually, I need to check that out. I wonder, what do we have to meet? Because I may be asking everyone, hey, you know what? Just stop watching the show. But what was the lowest views Matt has gotten for?
Can we beat that?
Yeah. Can we beat that? Because they all do pretty well.
No, he did start out at one time last year with you. You probably had low views. You just held in there.
Yeah.
Well, because he didn't start doing the MFer when he started the channel. He didn't start doing it until this year.
You mean on the MFer?
Yeah,
MFer specifically. Yeah. But the first one had 51 views. We probably already beat that.
Because if I remember right, they started a few weeks ahead of our Sunday show. Because we're at 26. What one is this one at?
Yeah, so I don't think we can beat it.
This one's at 28. So you started a few weeks ahead of a few weeks ahead of two weeks ahead of us. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And then I missed maybe the first 5 to 8 shows, and then I started coming on.
Yeah.
So, and then I've been on constantly ever since then.
So yeah, the first episode did 51 views. So I think we've already beaten that tonight. Damn it! But we can go for the second worst. So I mean, like and shit and share. We still want you to like, share, subscribe. All jokes aside, like, share, subscribe. Let's not be the second worst. I think we got closer to that than the bet. But we would have to. There's no way we can beat that. So we might as well try to get people to actually watch. So please like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate everybody being here. If you haven't sub, share the joy of Matt, and sub to me if you haven't. Since I'm hosting, sometimes all of our great panel members, 70s Rock fan, Jade, pop culture archivist. I always screw that up.
Yeah, I know.
Jade is simpler. Draco, and of course your boy 24/7 Fusion Media. Please give everyone
absolutely.
And 24 hit a milestone just recently.
Yeah, you hit 500. Congrats, man.
Yeah. Oh, thank y'all, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You deserved it before I even started because like you already do you should have been at a way higher sub count way back then. But congrats on getting it now. It's only the sky's the limit.
Oh, thank you, man.
So yeah.
You're gonna go far, brother. So
yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, and I don't do the thing. I think one of the things that people do is they say, "Oh man, the sub count either." Don't assess the sub count as your value either way. Where you think, "Oh man, I only have this many subs." Like, no, that's still impressive. Or you like, "Oh man, I got to get to the next round." Like, no, it's all in time. You always got to get better. You deserve more. You deserve thousands because of what you do.
Thank you, man.
The quality of videos and the quality of thumbnails and the topics and everything. I've said that a million times. But congrats.
There's no knowing if you've ever made it in front of your audience yet. All you have to do is be consistent and keep doing it. I mean, I'm not one to talk about this, but I've observed a lot of people, all you guys who got your message, your concept. What are you speaking about? What do you care about? What are you passionate about? And then you just keep doing it, and you keep refining it, and you keep doing what you're doing, and eventually, I mean, it's you want to talk about it, you can talk about Matt. Matt got one of those lucky breaks that you get in YouTube because he actually had, not only did he have an audience, not only did he have people calling him out, but he saw something at one time that he was able to be one of the first people out there with the message, with the voice, something that he was already interested in talking about, and he put it out there. And not only did he get a little bump, he also got bumps because people were talking about his first coverage of it. You might just be waiting. You might be waiting a couple years. You might be waiting 5 years for that. You may get it tomorrow.
Right.
Just keep on plugging because I know Vidge, you got your voice. I know 24/7, you got your voice. I even seen 70s. You got a thing going, and Jed with all of your brothers on Pop Culture Archivists. Mm-hmm. I'm on here with a bunch of guys who got nowhere to go but up. So all you guys, yeah.
Thank you, man.
It's very good of you to say so, mate. Very good.
And 70s is an archivist too, so.
I've sneaked in there.
Yeah, he snuck his ass in there. He's like, "Hey guys, do you have room for me?" And I'm like, "Come on,
come on, admit it, Jade. You got down on your hands and knees and you begged me to join."
He's like, "You're on the show any week anyway. Get over here."
I was there. Seemed to make some kind of sense at the time. I was there all the time anyway.
That's how Pablo started. He was literally on the. Pablo's been, besides Steven in 70s, Pablo and Steven, I think, have been on the show more than any of the three people besides the core group. Pablo was on the first one, and he's been there constantly almost since then. So that's the reason why Pablo was one of the first.
If I didn't have to work right now, I would be there more
oh, often. I know you would.
And that will come to an end because it's only seasonal work.
That
yeah, and I know.
Yeah, I'll be back to my old wicked YouTube ways in the fall. So. Yes, indeed. So, hey, here's a bit of trivia for you. Which state is the state which consumes the most Slurpee drinks? You know, Slurpees.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Nope.
I'm just fucking with you.
I was thinking about that too.
Good guess.
California?
No.
Alaska?
No, you're just speculating now.
Florida.
Yeah. No, it's none of those. VW, you should know this.
What is it?
It's
Chicago.
Michigan.
Is it Michigan? Michigan
is the state where the most Slurpee drinks are consumed. I would have been
guessing if I said Michigan.
And it was indeed Michigan.
For some reason, you know why I said Alaska? Because I remember something about like Slurpees and like maybe it was Canada, but it was like one of these real cold ass Manitoba. Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Manitoba.
It's practically Alaska. Yeah. Yeah, it's because in Alaska they've only got 7-Elevens. They don't have anything else. There's no other stores. But it's the only reason I know this is that there was an article about they launched a Slurpee into space this week.
What?
Well, space is debatable though. It was just a high altitude balloon, but it's the highest any convenience store dispensed drink has ever been.
I'm okay. So first off, fun fact for our Croatian friend, he apparently perpetuates stereotypes because he says Croatia smokes the most weed per capita in Europe.
That's the fourth time he said that tonight.
It may be. So here's the thing: as someone in the metro area, there are almost no 7-Elevens. There's like almost none in Detroit proper. There are actually a little bit more than there was when I was a kid because they have like 7-Eleven gas stations. But like, I wouldn't have guessed this because like anyone knows anything about Detroit, a lot of businesses, especially in the 90s and shit, weren't actually in the city. So I didn't see them. So I didn't know Windsor. Shout out to the actual South Detroit. You have to go south to get to Windsor. Little known fact. Isn't the girl love Slurpee?
And I was wondering if you were referring to Slurpee drinks, slushies, or things like that in general as well.
Well, there's slush puppies, Slurpees, ices, you know.
Slutties. I mean, I just made that one up.
No, that's the chicken ranch.
Part crushed ice in a liquid mixture.
Although apparently there has been a Coke and a Pepsi in space as well.
I see.
Good the Orbiter Challenger on the so they've had a Coke and a Pepsi in space too. But this was launched on a high altitude. But it's the first frosted soft drink.
Speaking of Coke, Cinch Your Dildo reminds us that England consumes the most cocaine per capita in the world. So there you go.
And it still seems like shit to them when they're there. It still seems like they're living in hell.
Except they can actually experience more of it per time because they're operating at an accelerated rate.
That's right.
Yeah. And daiquiris are not slushies. Islington Grill. They're two different frozen margaritas. No, they don't. These are not slushies. They're frozen margaritas and daiquiris.
No.
Even though you know what I have done, I've put some vodka in a slushie before. It's actually awesome. Slurpees, aka strippers. Shout out to Grey Goose and the fucking what the hell is this Speedway? Because back in the day you could get like $1 and get these massive fucking Slurpees. Toss a little Grey Goose in there.
You can still get those at Circle K here. So
I think you probably get them here at Circle K because there's Circle K's here too.
I think you could still do it, but I haven't been purchasing a lot of drinks from Speedway, but you still have the self-serve, so you can put whatever you fucking want in that cup.
Yeah. Then, yeah. I miss, well, it's probably a good thing because I would drink more. So, like, in this state, they have the ABC store, and I miss, like, being able to go to Meijer at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning and get liquor. Because I used to live next to one. Damn. Something like that.
At 1 in the morning?
Is it 1 or 12? It was late. Maybe it
right
could
up
have been
until
12.
2.
Is it to 2? Okay, yes.
It
was late.
They will let you have it till 2 in the morning in Michigan.
Yeah. And
that's about the time they cut it off here in Arizona too. It's 2 o'clock.
We get it cut off at 9 p.m. and it's not open on Sundays. So if you don't get your shit in, then you're fucked.
Yeah, on Sundays we don't. Yeah, on Sundays we don't have shit out here in Houston, and during the week at 9 o'clock it's a wrap, man. If you don't get it by 9, it's got to wait till tomorrow, and then even then. The liquor stores open up at 10 o'clock in the morning, so they open up at 10 in the morning, and they close at 9 at night. And it's to their discretion on what time they want to close. Some, in some parts, some areas in Houston, people will shut it down like at 7 or 8. So, shit, gotta get that shit when the sun's out.
So yeah, shout out to Wayne County, that's Detroit area. And yeah, I actually noticed that when I visited Houston, they had the same situation. That sucks. It's probably better for my liver again. Or it's not, man, because like at these ABC stores, they can get sad when you see people with like shopping carts full of liquor.
I've been there.
It's so depressing.
I've seen it.
It's just a depressing visual. It makes me want to put my liquor back up and then leave. Like whenever I see that, like, come on.
You
man.
go into the liquor store and this one dude, and you can see he's like his lives down. He just starts piling on liquor upon liquor. upon liquor into a huge shopping cart. It's like, Lord. He was like, oh, he gonna drink himself into a stupor tonight.
It's a depressing thing. And but again, the stores are only liquor stores, so they'll have a liquor store and they only sell liquor, and there's little regulations. But then it gets, like I said, sad. And I like my booze. I got my whiskey, even though I'm not drinking tonight. And Croatia, they have no liquor stores. No wonder everyone's smoking weed. Fuck else you gonna do?
Oh, no shit, man. No wonder why you guys had to smoke so much weed.
Didn't know Croatia was dry.
How about that?
That would be a problem for Sentient Dildo, I would think.
Yeah.
Croatia being dry. That could be a severe problem.
Never go in dry, Sentient. Never go in dry.
So if Michigan is the Slurpee capital of the U.S., I can tell you what New Jersey is the U.S. leading state in the U.S. for.
What?
Car theft.
I thought that'd be Detroit.
North Jersey is the car theft capital of the world, with more cars stolen in New York than in any other city, even NYC and LA put together.
Really? I honestly thought that would be us, Detroit again.
Yeah, I thought that'd be Detroit.
But hey, you don't get to think about that, Jed.
And I'm not picking on New Jersey. New Jersey also has the most diners in the world. So there you go.
So yeah, it's not Detroit. There you go. It's Jersey.
At least you guys don't have to do that.
Stolen, and you have to get help getting home.
You can always find a diner to go and have something to eat to console yourself
after you've gotten your car stolen.
So, I actually think the Carolinas are high as far as STD capital. I think North and South Carolina is super high as far as STDs, and I think it's probably California as well.
Well, there was one thing a long time ago that Las Vegas was the ST capital of the U.S.
Huh.
STD capital. Yeah. I don't know if it is anymore, but that was about a couple years ago. Yeah.
So there is a town in Michigan called Colon. So I just thought you'd like to know that.
Colon?
Colon.
Colon. Colon. So.
Yeah, and there's also a place in Michigan called Hell. So
Hell and Climax.
Shout out to Colons.
Is it called Red Bank?
Here's one for VW. So I'm reading these, as you can tell, reading these off the internet. What is Michigan's state reptile?
No,
Gretchen Whitmer.
Gretchen Whitmer, pretty close actually. That would be the state rodent. It's the painted turtle. So
wait,
what I want to know is which bastard captured the turtle and then painted it against its will?
That was like some 70s shit right there, where they used to paint turtles.
Painted turtle.
Yeah. Did you see what Godzillionaire said? Well, Las Vegas beat capital again after Nerdicon.
Nerdicon, maybe.
Michigan
State reptile lizard. There you go.
So here's another interesting one. Michigan has more shoreline than any other state except
California.
Nope.
Alaska.
Well played.
I'm in Alaska. I'm about to say Hawaii, but it's not big enough.
Fucking state is humuck and fungus.
Yeah, it's ginormous. That makes sense.
That's what she said.
I'll be right back because I've been trying to. I gotta turn. I'm burning up, so I have to turn the air conditioner off. Hold on.
Oh,
he's actually going to shake hands with the unemployed.
Shake hands with danger.
He's going to siphon the python.
What, Draco? Do you still have that?
I do not actually have that set up on my home soundboard. That is actually something I set up at work because that is where it was originally introduced to me and where I recorded it for the first time. But, don't link to that. See, I've got my, with things are as they are, I'm going like, I probably have it like, oh, look.
Oh, there it is. Shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. There's a guy I used to know. Forget part of the song, but now we call him One Hand Joe.
I love that.
I'm going out on a limb here, but yes. Do it again. I was waiting for it.
No, I'm a little slow when it's not my call.
Sounds like a line from the song. I'm a little slow when it's
Did
not
you
my
see what
call.
Mark said? No talking about Star Trek Discovery.
What?
Tonight,
we were talking about STD, and he's like, no talking about Star Trek.
I have to be
you?
wearing one of my favorite Star Trek shirts tonight from the Trek Center Museum, which I think is closed now.
Okay, yeah.
In Drumheller in Alberta. Unfortunately, I think it's closed now, but it was a really good Star Trek museum. And it's a damn shame.
I think the lovely people in the chat would love to see it.
Yeah.
I'll expand my chest to fill the T-shirt.
Well,
Only
Commie
can do
Canada, Commie Canada doesn't want anything that has hope in it. So,
It was Drumheller is way out in the sticks in it's like east of Calgary, quite a distance in the prairies, but it's where they've got all the dinosaur bones.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's the Badlands of Alberta, and it's tons of it. But they've also got this. They had this little. They film a lot of movies there, so they filmed Tombstone there and Hell on Wheels and stuff like that. So these guys, Star Trek fans, started a little museum there, and then had, as well as the Star Trek stuff, they had all this movie memorabilia, and it was a really great place. But I think COVID may have killed it off, so it's a shame.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little museum, but it was way out of. I mean, you had to 2-hour drive from Calgary to get to it. And, that was probably a problem. It's a shame because it was they had some neat stuff, but hey. Because it used to be in Vulcan in Alberta, but they moved it.
Oh,
and I'm not shitting you. This museum,
then.
it was in Vulcan, but Vulcan is even further away from anything. So,
he's like, just like Vulcan, there's nothing there.
Yeah, but it was a neat place, and it's a real shame to see a place like that go under, because these guys they weren't running it to make a lot of money. They were doing it because they loved it, and they had all these great props that CBS sent them, and the stuff in the movies,
Not unlike
sign
that guy
stuff
in Seattle with his Star Trek, with his little Star Trek themed. That certain people want to attack him for a stance that he took.
Are you talking about the Star? I think it was Star Wars. Well, actually, I don't know if Star Wars. Some of the guy in Aberdeen.
I'm having difficulty remembering now.
Yeah,
it's
you might be right. Only thing I remember for sure is he was in Aberdeen because that's Kurt Cobain country and Daniel Bryan country.
This was I don't know if
Star Wars. I think it's Star Wars.
If I can share my screen here. Hang on a sec. The hell am I doing? Share
it.
Yeah, he said I actually covered that last week on the channel.
Are you talking about the Star Wars guy that got the man?
You have a stick. Not a chick.
I don't know if you can see that.
Ma'am.
Oh, was he?
You've actually shown that before. I remember that.
Yeah, that's Trixetra and Drumheller, and they did it. They had a lot of cast members who'd come in and do stuff there. And
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool place. So, as I say, I think it's closed now, unfortunately. But hey, that's the way it goes. It does suck. And they had the guy that did the tour of it. When you walk around, he was dressed completely like Doc Holliday, like Val Kilmer from Tombstone. He even had the little mustache and everything. He did the accent and everything. He was great. Anyway, happy days.
In referencing that video, you're fucking nuts. I heard that guy had a GoFundMe that got taken down. Is that what happened?
I wouldn't be surprised. GoFundMe, most of the funding sources got that.
Woke
they
virus?
side with the woke.
Yeah, they always go with the woke. Yeah. And PayPal and so on are really starting to, they make a lot of changes to the legal stuff, so that they can basically exclude anyone that has a thought that they don't like from using their service. Yeah.
We're not in 1984 or anything like that.
Social credit score, Chinese communist social credit score. So, yeah, toe the party line.
Yep.
Yes, government mandates are good. Obey.
Yeah. That's where we are.
You got to.
Somebody knows about that really well. He got hit first.
Yeah. And left one semi-totalitarian country in the UK to come to one that's become another one. So.
Yeah, well, that's the future of the world, unfortunately.
Well, civilizations rise and fall. It's a well-known fact. I happen to think that Western civilization, counted from the sort of Enlightenment era, is probably has reached its peak and is now entering the decline. And it's like the decline of the Roman Empire and others. It will be long, messy, and painful, but perhaps some good will come from it in the end. It's just whether it's a matter of now or for our children or our grandchildren. We'll see.
They'll probably just use like computer chips to brainwash us. So I don't think it's going to go well.
Oh, I don't think it's going to go well either.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah.
I know it's another dark turn for the stream.
Indeed.
Shake hands with danger.
Awesome. That was awesome. Is this true? 40% of GoFundMe donations go to people that can't pay their medical bills.
Probably true, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, that's why you should have government-run healthcare like in Canada and the UK. Doesn't cost you anything. You have to wait 2 years to get your cancer removed, but it doesn't cost you anything.
Well, I had a friend that only had 8 months to live. Okay, and he didn't get treated for his cancer until 6 months. He barely survived. It was in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's called sorting out the problem.
Yeah, and if it's a normal
weeding out of the excess population.
Yeah.
Here's my thing to all of this, and I actually a coworker was talking about the fucking what's the debt forgiveness, student debt forgiveness. She has like $1 trillion in student debt. We could always try to make these institutions more economical. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck does it cost like $100 for an aspirin at a emergency room? Why is it like how many Bentleys do these medical, not even the doctors, but these medical like corporate officers need? Because that's where all the money ends up going.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting in the last couple of years that before everybody hated pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
Big pharma was the enemy, and now they seem to be beloved and believed by many of the mainstream media watching masses. Oh, big pharma, they would never hurt us.
Because
we should do everything they tell us to do.
A lot of people are conditioned to believe whatever the mainstream media tells them. In fact, most of the world still is. Hence why that we're in the situation we're in, where the mainstream media says it and it's the gospel. And they've really figured out how to chastise us. That's what happened in this pop culture war. That's what made what's going on in Vegas so special. Is that whole ostracizing of anyone who has a dissenting thought. And so
they generate all of the news that we should trust.
Yep.
We should only trust from approved sources.
Yep. Approved sources.
Big Pharma was the enemy. There were many movies and books and TV shows.
We have now told you.
And now
these people are trustworthy, and they are giving you the very thing that you need to survive. Anyone who doesn't take what you need, you're not going to survive. Therefore, you must trust them because they are the good. They are the wonderful. They've never done anything bad before.
Pfizer have never hurt anyone before.
Never. Never.
Hey, we should get Captain Deckard, the replicant Spock, on sometime. He's a great guy. Yeah. We should get him on the show sometime. He's a lovely guy. Know what I mean?
Cool. Shout out to Captain Spock. Since he lives off the advancements, forthcoming book on whether Deckard is a skin job.
Now, this is an ongoing debate, but I actually think Deckard is human.
Oh, did you see that shitstorm I started the other night, 70s? Oh, you're not on Twitter. I started a
don't do Twitter.
shitstorm, and Doomcock even jumped in on it. Like,
Twitter is
I said, Deckard's a human. Case closed, and everybody jumped in on that one.
Yeah. Everyone else is a replicant. Deckard is a human. So I was just waiting for the captain to respond.
Yeah. What? Here's a funny thing. Like, Cockney knew I was kind of trolling anyway, just to see who would say something.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see they're making a Blade Runner cartoon or animated Blade Runner sequel of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't hold out any great hopes for it, like most things these days, but certainly they're trying to expand that universe a little bit. But,
they need to stop screwing with Blade Runner because they're just gonna screw it up even more.
It was perfect as it was.
Yeah, the first movie, there is no second movie. So just like there is no Blade Runner 2. I mean, no, Highlander 2. So
sorry, Highlander what?
I don't know what you're.
I didn't recognize what you were saying there.
Some word came out of my mouth. I don't know what I said. So yeah.
So he's human.
Forever.
Yeah. He's a human, but he identifies as a skin job. So does that mean he actually believes he is a replicant, or he just is like a tranny pretending that he's a replicant?
I love Mark jumped in there right away with the exclamation points.
The question is really, does Highlander 2 believe it's a movie or not?
Real quick, guys, we actually talked a little bit about Kibble Smith and Blade earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
I think Kibble Smith, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Job now,
we did talk about that a little bit ago.
It'll be a plastic blade.
It's going to be a flaccid blade.
Skin job.
Blade.
I still love the fact that he has actually professed his concern and his fright over people of color.
Oh, dude,
Kibble Smith is a weirdo when it comes to that. Yeah, he's just a weirdo. He comes off like one of those people who are like combination. I said it earlier. I think infatuated, frightened of, and fascinated by. And actually, the key word is infatuated because remember Sansa's husband. But yeah, he by black man, he has a thing. There's a thing with him and black guys. I don't get it. Makes me uncomfortable. I might be in the same situation. We also talked about Brendan Fraser accidentally getting his ass intentionally getting his ass touched by some Hollywood agent. I feel like Kibble Smith is that type of guy. He
did make Santa. He did make Santa He did make Santa that way. So
you know what? After that Brendan Fraser incident, Kibble Smith visited every agent in Hollywood to see if it would happen to him.
There you go. It's probably what he did.
And it didn't. He was very disappointed.
Yeah,
I remember that millionaire matchmaker.
Bring up that millionaire matchmaker clip where he goes to kiss her and
he
doesn't go to kiss her.
So she goes to kiss him.
She goes to kiss, yeah.
and he like, cringes.
I know. I mean, most guys would be like, "Oh, here we go."
Actually, in his semi,
game on.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she wasn't messing with the fuck. Like she looks like a professional.
It wouldn't really be a gold digger if it's Kibble Smith. It'd be more like a plastic digger or a
well, he's supposedly. I think he's born rich. He's a rich.
Yeah, he's got money. He's got family money.
That's why he can afford to pretend to be
a
comic
rich
book
girl,
person.
And he's gone too far. But
you know it don't matter
anyway.
She can rely on the old man's money.
On his old man's money.
That must be talking
You do the John Oates. You do the
Kibble Smith is a rich girl.
Yeah.
It's a bitch girl, but you go
Going beyond that, I'm going to have to rely on that 70s rock band because the words are gone from my head.
Don't you know? I've seen Hall & Oates in concert about 10 times, I think. So. Big Hall & Oates fan, especially the disco era. No, actually, I'm a big Hall & Oates fan. Very underrated musicians, I think. But
sorry, I'm a different old. I actually skated on actual four wheel roller skates to Hall & Oates songs.
Oh, yeah, the best.
So did
roller disco.
Yeah.
Oh man, Godzilla got it.
She comes. Watch out for children.
Yeah.
Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater.
Oh, great band. Seen them a few times. Really good. Yeah. But Portable Radio. That was another one of their tracks. Portable Radio.
But yeah, I have to bring up this point. Godzilla is on to something.
Yep.
Kimball Smith is writing Blade because his kid's gonna look like Wesley Snipes. I think that's a
damn, brother.
Oh shit.
Things that make you say,
Speaking of which, I remember asking my mom what a man eater when I was 5. Hope she didn't tell you.
Did she tell you?
You'll know when you get older. You're 5. You've been on there 5 years. Stop asking stupid questions.
She only goes out at night.
And who goes out at night?
Lean and hungry diet.
She can
Are we still talking about Kimball Smith? Oh, here she comes.
That's enough of that.
And in here, my mom's song was Roxanne, Turn on the Red Light, so.
That's the
shit.
A great album. Abandoned Luncheonette.
No, I'm not going to fuck that up.
Fabulous album. Look at those hunky sex gods. All fairly good looking, I guess. But anyway, just now all my records are within easy reach. I can whip them out anytime I like.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Cool. Shout out to Vinyl. Well,
in the Pop Culture Archivists, I'm going to be showing off some of my collection of fancy vinyl. There was a big craze for colored vinyl and funny shaped vinyl years ago. I got tons of those.
Yeah, he is. Cool. So he's going to be doing that.
Some good stuff. Anyway, I will put that back in its proper place. Right. Yes, and the Police. It's funny you should mention the Police because I've seen those guys in concert a few times. Saw them before they were famous.
Oh man, awesome.
Yeah, and they were very good. One of the best bands I've ever seen live.
Oh wow,
those were the days.
You got to see every band. We've talked about it on other streams. You saw because that era is probably the greatest era of music of all time. And I'm not exaggerating. Of pop music, 70s, 80s, greatest era ever.
The thing I liked about it was you had everything. You had pop, you had great rock. Then it went into the new wave era. You had all of that within the space of 10 years. If you wanted progressive rock, you can get it. If you wanted punk, you can get it. So it was all just there at one time. Now everything seems to be so straight-jacketed, and then there was everything.
I feel that was one of the curses of the 80s. That the idea in my head, you can correct me if you think this is taking it in a different direction. That 70s, but in my head, 80s started the real production of music, this production of stars. Yes. It's something that never happened. It's something that happened in the past. You got produced bands, you got produced music in the past, but it became, to me, it felt like it became more big business in the 80s.
Big business, production became more of a thing. You had that very 80s produced sound that you had on your pop records, with a lot of electronic drums and so on. Became very productized, and the video era, which was great to start with, absolutely loved it to start with. Suddenly, it became more about the visuals, became more about the product and selling the product. Before, if you wanted to see something, you had the odd TV show you could see them on, or you went to see them live. So I think the 80s was the start of, there was always, as you say, there was always manufactured bands. There was the Brill building set up. There was always that element.
They would attach it to TV and movies too. You had you were selling the product by attaching it to other things, giving you that emotional bump by saying, "Oh, that makes me think about insert thing here."
Goonies with Cyndi Lauper,
Well, it's funny.
Megan Cropper.
Just think that
within remember all of your favorite movies from the 1984 or any of those other 80s movies years, and you can remember what was the song that keyed you to that movie, or what was the set of songs, a couple or two or three.
Well, I think it was the rise more of less of soundtracks to movies and more of song tracks. Stopped necessarily writing soundtracks for a lot of movies and then started selecting songs instead, which is great. It worked out great in many instances, but again, that was more of a product thing. And I think what I think is between say 66, 67 and 80, 81, you had just a period there which for me was the peak of creativity of popular music in all its formats, whether you mean straightforward pop, rock, classic, you had heavy metal, you had punk, you had progressive rock, you had reggae, there's a lot of great dance disco music, it's soul and funk. It all hit its peak in that period.
Independent music underneath all this stuff.
Absolutely. It was like Robert Palmer was mentioned there. It's one of my favorite artists. Everything was there. It was like a big smorgasbord in front of you, and you could pick from it all. And now it's harder to do that, I find. There's still some good artists out there, but they're harder to get to.
They're harder to get to, and as somebody who's trying to get back into making music, because I want to release something. Because Vigilante Wednesday did not start off as a YouTube; it was supposed to be a whole musical thing. But it's like there's so many people out there doing this that you're not gonna see. There may be an artist that you would love, but you may never find them. You know what I mean? Because there's no longer we got spoiled on being able to turn on the radio or turn on MTV. Or turn on something and then finding great artists and finding great places, or great places, but great musicians or even not so great ones that made songs we like. Whatever, you're just not gonna find that anymore. You have to dig and be clued in and hopefully get put on to some certain artists or something like that.
You're not going to see a lot of it in mainstream TV or radio. You're going to get the product. And one place I think that things were still pretty good was in the live scene. You were certainly, if you lived in bigger cities, you were going to still get a good live scene. You could still see acts in clubs that were pretty good because COVID's killed that now. Or for a while anyway. So that was the one place you might still see, because musicians have to play to make money because they're not making a lot of money out selling records now. So you would still be able to catch some good bands and see new stuff. Well, in the last couple of years, that's gone by the wayside. So
that really sucks. And
the media have got a grip. The record companies, of which there are only a handful of majors, have got a real grip of the product now.
I used to appreciate that. Before they dumped my account and destroyed all of the data that I had collected, all of the sets and things like that, I used to appreciate Pandora because it used to do what was promised by it, that it would introduce you to things that were similar to certain groups of music that you listen to. I don't even know if it does that anymore, but the thing is
Pandora, the small European principality, or Pandora, the company?
Pandora, the music company.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the internet radio. Yeah. And they did introduce me to a lot of music that I wouldn't have normally gotten.
But I felt like it went away or it changed. Maybe they big dated themselves or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I do know Pandora is one of those companies that talk about Netflix that was always operating in the red, but they were way redder than even Netflix.
Yeah, I think now as well, it's like TV. There are a million channels, but where are you going to go to find a selection of good stuff to watch or listen to? it seemed to me when there was less channels on the radio and less avenues for music, that you got more music side by side that were maybe different styles, but you could appreciate all of it. Whereas now everything's completely segregated. You know, you want to hear 180 beats per minute electronic dance music, you'll go to that station and that's all you'll get. Whereas radio, at least in the 70s, you could hear a mixture of stuff. You know, it was all kind of side by side. I know it ended up splintering to rock stations and pop stations or whatever, but you kind of could, you know, you could get a lot of different stuff side by side, and you got that taste of everything. Now it's extremely segregated now, and the pop channels are just pushing you the same dozen acts again and again. So
yeah. Cardi B's WAP. Real quick, shout out to Cardi B's WAP. Actually, no, because she Cardi B. Never forget Cardi B robbed and raped people. But Nerdporio met Matt. Not only did he meet Matt, met Comics, Nick Weiser, Jake D, Jake D, and Eric K, Branch King, and Gary, Jeremy, Ryan, Quarter Black, and the benefactor, George Molo. So cool. Yeah. Cool.
Nice. So George is there.
Very excellent.
Yeah, George was on Friday Night Tights along with Eric tonight.
That's cool. So. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. They were in the studio, so.
Comics must be really short.
Actually got to say,
dude, Comics is super small. I think he's a little bit taller than me, but not much.
Nerdporio says he's shorter than him and he's 5'8". So
about my height.
Then. Yeah, so Comics is like my height.
Say something like 5'9".
See, I'm 5'10". I list myself at 5'11" now. Just to add that.
With your platform soles on, yeah.
I'm with the NBA, I'm 6 feet in shoes. The NBA is good for that extra 2 inches. That's what she said. So I'm 6 feet in shoes.
Some of us are good for the extra 2 inches, yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm talking
no way
shoes.
Trae Young is taller than me. I refuse to believe he's listen, at 6'1", get the fuck out of here. Trae Young is not taller than me. But that's neither here nor there. Isn't the girl's 5'8"? It's kind of tall for a chick. And Matt is very tall. I thought he was tall. He looked like he was dwarfing fucking Ryan Cannell. I'm like, holy shit. He looks just like,
you know who dwarfs over everybody? Drunk does.
Yeah, we were
Drunk is like long. He comes in there like Goku and shit, man. Like,
Sentient Dildo's being very modest. I'm sure you're more than 10 inches tall.
Well, yeah, because they usually sell those dildos pretty big. The ladies like the big ones. So Comics 5'7".
Yeah, it's my height. That's good.
See, Comics is small packages. Comics is an inch taller than me, so.
Yeah, I'm 6'3.5", so. Yeah, I know. I'm probably taller than the rest of y'all over here. So.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. We'll be asking for you to get those things on the hot shelf, sir.
Yeah,
that's right.
There you go.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's
where all the best booze is. So we need you to reach
up. There you go.
Top shelf.
When I was younger, I just climbed up things to go get what I wanted. So I was like,
there you go.
All good. All good.
Yeah. So none of you guys has watched anything new this week then, apart from you mean 24/7.
I watched the Superman and Lois last night.
Yeah. How far on are they with that?
There's one more episode until the season finale. So
yeah, I'm waiting until the finale. So far they haven't ruined it.
Actually, somebody told me it was pretty woke last night, and I watched the episode. And I was like, it wasn't woke. What are they talking about? It's the same Superman and Lois that it's been since the start of the series. So Superman and Lois are basically been basically untouched for the whole first season. But now that I'm saying that, knock on wood, I hope this doesn't. Watch next week will be the final, the season finale. They're just gonna go full woke, but they haven't gone woke yet. You know, so
hope for the best. We shall see.
Actually, there's a lot of stuff that came out this week. They have Stargirl season 2, episode 1 dropped. They got the New Titans on HBO Max that just came out. They have a few things that are out there, and then everything else is. you know, and then of course we know that What If came out. So I mean, this is a lot of shit. Yeah, a lot of different things coming out right now. So hopefully you guys are subscribed to those have y'all
or subscribe to the
like HBO
the high
Max,
C, so to speak.
I did it.
You know, I have not checked out Titans ever since way back when I saw that fucking Starfire. She was not Starfire either.
Oh no, she
had no interest.
She still isn't, dude. She still isn't.
And yeah, What If I have no interest? That's the thing. A lot of stuff I have no interest in, and I have had no time for any goddamn thing recently. But that's just my own thing. But go ahead, Draco. I cut you off.
I wasn't gonna go very far on it. It was the when I very first heard about the Titans, I didn't have the DC thing, so it was everything that everybody else reported about it, and I was going like, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it didn't look like they were. It looked like the half effort. It looked like we're gonna make this person who happens to be Black Starfire, but you didn't even try. No, you didn't try. You didn't put in any effort to make this person an orange-skinned alien from whoever. Correct me, DC fans out there. You know what you're talking about.
I forget the fucking.
You mean Starfire?
Yeah, Starfire. What's the planet is she from? 24. Help us.
It's called something. It's
oh jeez.
It's got a weird name.
Yeah, it does, man.
I just know she was a staple of the Teen Titans and all of the Titans stuff. I know because she was one of those things that I saw on my brother's comics. My brother would pick up the Titans from the 80s, and I would recognize Starfire, and I would recognize, oh, look, he's with Robin, or who is that? Oh, that's Nightwing or whatever. I didn't follow it. I didn't know, and that was one of the things. Well, that's who Starfire is. I identified her completely by the outside image. I didn't know about the character until I picked up some of the animated things that were done about the Teen Titans and so forth. And I know that has been like a crapshoot, and some good, some bad.
Yeah,
but
the 2000s one was pretty good. But you made the good point about them not using. Hey. Doesn't really matter what race she is. Look at Zoe Saldana, who played Gamora in Guardians. I'm not a Guardians fan, but no matter what, she's a Latina sister or Afro-Latina, whatever, and you paint her green. So because it doesn't matter what race she is. This is literally you can literally make Starfire whatever race you want as long as you paint her fucking orange because she's supposed to be fucking orange. So you can, if you wanted to do that, and then you're going to paint her. Because you do have to do that, and I know it sucks for the person doing it, but that's the fuck you signed up for. Getting hit in football, first, you get a check. So that's all you had to do.
We're going to sign this contract, and you're going to do this because that's how we're going to make.
Well,
this
that's like Jerry Ryan when she was in when she was like, oh, I don't want to be 7 to 9 no more. Well, you got your Port Borg, so they put that thing in. Well, I don't have to be Borg no more, so she can wear more comfortable stuff, That's the reason why she became into that one outfit and stuff. So,
should have just made her wear no outfit. That would have been better.
Yeah, like, sweetheart, that's what you signed up for, to be a Borg. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like Pedro Pascal there in the nobody can see my face. Well, you knew what you were getting into. Yeah. You knew what you signed up for.
We even gave him a lot of slack. I mean, the guy fucking emoted all the time in the beginning, even when there was so many other things to criticize about the show. Pedro was actually trying there, but well, I guess that's more than he was willing to be bargaining for anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well. I guess we don't know what's happening next. I guess Book of Boba, but if for the people that care, for the people that still want to give Disney another chance, for the people that are still the beaten spouse,
Disney must be destroyed.
Up.
Disney must pay. #
Disney must be destroyed.
But yeah, when is that coming out? This year or next year? Book of Boba Fett.
With the next few months to next year. It's somewhere in the next few months next year. They haven't had a set time yet.
Okay.
I've been hearing rumors. I've been hearing rumors it's going to be at the end of the year, and then I heard sometime in the spring. So it's 2 points.
Are they going to make an audio book of Boba Fett for the those who just like to listen?
I'm not sure. So it was deep. It was deep covers over everyone's head.
Way deep.
So,
I heard.
My thoughts on the book of Boba Fett will actually mirror what I said right after I saw the last episode. I'm the only person who, I like the Luke scene, but when I saw that last episode, I said this is trouble, because they threw Boba Fett through a table to put over fucking Sasha Banks. And they did Luke to get member berries to draw everyone in. And I said, you know what? And I hope I'm wrong, because I think Robert Rodriguez, and that's something I wanted to talk about. I haven't talked about Robert. There's rumor I saw on Paulie's channel, but back to Book of Boba Fett. Said I don't think this is gonna be that good, because Mandalorian.
Nope.
Man, it's been kind of overrated, kind of rated. It's like first season was solid. Second season was all right. There were some fun action scenes. I actually am a pro Baby Yoda guy, but now that story's complete, I don't know what they're gonna do. There's still some flaws in it. I don't know. I hope Boba Fett's good.
Yeah, I think in another year
it's gonna be bad. It
wasn't. It was okay. That's the best I could say for it. It was okay. It has a few nice scenes. It confirmed what we all knew, that stormtroopers can't shoot for shit. Man,
the stormtroopers have no point to them.
They can't aim for shit.
Good movie in years? Not sure about that. I feel like he's made a good movie recent, like in the past 10, 15 years. Grouse or gross? I'm not sure. I can't speak whatever language grouse is in. I'm not sure if there's a type of Boba Fett. My mom said. Actually, wrong with that. What was I going to say about Boba Fett?
Boba Fett.
The Boba Fett. Oh, gross. What's gross? Vigilante. Gross that I which part is gross? What too?
It's cryptic.
Yeah, it is cryptic. While he's letting us know how gross we are, apparently, did you guys? And I saw this. I don't know if anyone else covered it, but Paulie. So Robert Rodriguez is supposed to
come on, Netflix.
Well, this is Netflix. No, HBO Max. He has a first look deal with HBO Max, and apparently now this is through one of Paulie's sources. Apparently, it includes a project that includes Ben Affleck, and so Paulie went out on a semi-limb to say that maybe Robert Rodriguez is doing a Batman project with Ben Affleck. Now, obviously, this is rumor. This is completely rumor. We'll take it with a grain of salt. We're not trying to spread a rumor. We don't know. None of us fucking work for Warner Brothers. Paulie Latino Slant, Paulie. Check it out on his channel.
Yeah,
there's been whispers that I've been getting too that Rodriguez has wanted to do something with Batman for a long time too.
I would like to see it.
Yeah,
I would like to see it.
I can't confirm anything either. So
if it's written well, I don't know if he'd be the one to be participating in the writing, but you got to frickin' write it well.
Absolutely.
Write it where people expect Batman to be. Write it in some place that we probably haven't. From the point of view, I'm probably going to take Gary's side on this, because I think Gary has something to say, since those rumors about him only owning a comic shop have never died down. But
they're unfounded and untrue.
There you go. But the thing is that he talks about the Batman that we've never seen yet, the Batman in the full peak of his prowess, the Batman with a full rogues gallery of villains. This is something that a lot of people have heard on these videos inside of this particular fandom. And yes, that would be something. The closest thing would be everybody everybody except a few new people, a few people who want to talk about the actual quality of the animated series. The Batman animated series was something that took off from the Batman in 1989 and just it wowed a bunch of people, especially kids of that age.
Yeah.
And it was the closest thing. It was Batman in his prime, Batman with a whole bunch of villains to fight, and it just carried on that. What if we could do a live version of that? Now, Robert Rodriguez, I've seen product from him that I love. I think he could do well, but I think it's still this period in time. So
yeah,
maybe he could do something with it. And I'd be willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I see. That's the thing. I don't think they would allow him to do what he really wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, Batman animated series is my favorite piece of media all time ever by like a lot. So I would love a live action version. I actually think Rob Rodriguez, I even said in the comments to the video with Paulie, please check out Latino Slant, his channel. And that's where the source is. And I was like, this might be what the franchise needs because it's kind of lost its way. The Batman specifically. I mean, it's just, I feel like the cloud of Nolan hangs over everything Batman.
Yeah, I would love to get the Nolan cloud out of the way. Like, okay, piss off,
Because I did like his take, but I think there was some, there were some flaws in it. Real quick, Pop Culture Republic, hell. A good and proper Batman TV show would be awesome, but we only had Batman TV shows without Batman. Yeah. Outside of the 66 show, we haven't had a live action Batman television show, and I would love I would love a Ben Affleck, Batfleck, and even Robert Rodriguez. If he's the guy you want, I'm cool with that. I know there's some criticism to be had for anyone, but I would love that. I would love this to be true. I want this rumor to be true.
I think an episodic Batman would be good.
Think of Lois and Superman, and think of not caring about politics, and tell a live version. Even take it in. I don't even know. Do we need to take it in a different direction, Vidge, or are there stories that haven't been told in the vein of where the animated series was?
Well,
I go ahead, Vidge.
No, I was just going to repeat. You talk about different direction. What 2 has a direction. And I agree with Gary when he said this. Yep. It does need to be a detective comic. We have not seen World Greatest Detective Batman.
Episodic detective style with
noir.
Saving the world.
Now you bring that up.
Noir,
we have never seen him truly play the best detective in the world.
Yeah,
his true superpower was he was an amazing deductive reasoning. I mean, he was in the school. He was in the world of Sherlock Holmes, one of the best deductive reasoners in the world. And that was beyond the fact that he's rich. He was very intelligent. He could reason out. He could use all of his resources to actually do this stuff. And that is something that we've never seen.
Well, we have seen it in the movies for 2 movies. Well,
really?
One movie, the first one.
Pieces.
Batman 89. When Michael Keaton.
We see a little bit.
We see
Michael Keaton. Yeah. That's the closest we have ever gotten to it.
They about do as much in those movies as they do with the Mission Impossible when they show you, by the way, they can make these faces and they look like completely different people. Every single one of the Mission Impossible movies does a little inset to show you they still have the face duplication technology. That's about all. From my point of view, that's about all they do in the Batman movies to show you he's got this database, he's connecting things, he's bringing it up to Alfred, and he's going like, maybe this is the reason this is, or something like that. He's deducing it, but it's a little bit thin. In my opinion, it's a little thin.
That's the reason why I'm saying that's the closest we ever got to the animated series was Batman 89. So
that's what inspired the animated series. I'm not just talking about the animated series, but in general.
I'm talking about the movies too. So.
But no. What I'm saying is the movies have not shown Detective Batman. They've shown pieces. You've shown sections. No. But I'm looking for like a more detective.
I would love a full-on detective with full-on rogues gallery. Just go full balls to the wall. You know.
And okay, just to reread Nightfall. I was gonna bring up the Long Halloween. They've just done a couple of anime movies. I haven't seen them, but I do love that. That's my favorite arc. One of my favorites. I like quite a few. And Megan Cropper, I'm gonna disagree with this. Batwoman hasn't done any damage to the franchise because no one's watched it. No one has seen it. So
the only people that have watched
except for his
Az and
Arias.
Yeah.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it, does it make a sound? Technically, yes, because there's animals. But you get the thing. You get it. And hail Darius Munchausen. Appreciate you being there. Yes, fuck Tom King.
Hey Darius, what's up, brother?
I think it would be nice to see a Batman that isn't saving the world every movie. Everything's on an epic scale in the movies. I'd like to see a little more of a Daredevil feel with a sort of closer community. Yeah, that level, but with crimes being solved, with puzzles being followed up, and some action, but based upon the outcome of that. Not, oh my God, they're saving this global threat. Here, you know, it's that's what was the beauty of, for all its corniness, of the '60s show, was it was there was a rogues gallery of villains, but you never. It was always kept at a kind of a realistic level, you know. So, it was always solving a problem in the moment in that area. It wasn't a, oh my God, the universe is threatened kind of thing, you know.
See, now the thing with Batman, that nobody's gotten a chance to see is is the detective part of it. It's the rogues gallery, the Batman family, all the gadgets, all the fucking the bat plane, the copter, all that shit. Nobody's really got to see all that shit in full motion. Along with that, love interests, whether it's Catwoman or if it's Vicky Vale or whoever else, there's he's not really a romantic. The most romantic he's gotten was with Catwoman, but it's good to see him have like little flings and little shits like that.
He skied in Talia Al Ghul, even if it was
right. That's what I mean. Like, whether it's her or somebody else, we haven't got to really get a chance to see any of that shit. And then the whole Arkham Asylum, that whole deal over there, and that's the thing, just to see all that shit work out, hand in hand, because Batman deals with all that shit all at one time. So but it is every time we see Batman, we seen him face a certain aspect of that. It's either this or that, or he's saving the world, or it's one villain. I mean, but you don't. But even if he's dealing with one villain, you don't get to see him at his best, pulling out, everything that he has to fucking show what he can do. I don't know, man. I just hope they're working towards it. And I mean, to be honest, Ben Affleck was the closest person that I've seen that was trying to work towards that, and they they fucked it up with him. So
they fucked it up with that whole verse.
Well, they had the perfect trinity right there. You had Gal Gadot, you had him as Superman, and then you had Ben for Bats. You had a good
I don't know about
trinity
perfect,
right there.
So, but one thing I wanted to add real quick before is I think when we're mentioning all this, we're actually mentioning why it does need to be a TV series, because you can't do it in a movie. You can't get all the nuance, because Batman is I think he's a trickier character to get right than people give him credit for, because he's so malleable as a character. So you would like Christian Bale's depiction, Michael Keaton's depiction, and you'll like whoever's depiction, because there's something about Batman as a character. But like, he has to be grounded enough that you see that he's he's more ground level. He's a real character, and the stakes are a little bit real. But at the same time, it has to have that fantasy element, because this is still a world where a guy in a cold suit can shoot a freeze gun and a man can turn into a bat. And at the same time, this is a world where regular criminals and regular mobsters are still exist. So you have to balance that out. And I think the best way to do it is over the courses of seasons of television, instead of trying to do movies. Because as much as I love the Nolanverse, they were too grounded. It was like, well, how can Mr. Freeze ever exist in this world? He can't. There's no way for it. Even Bane had to be changed completely. He can never be the super huge Venom, massive Bane. He had to be, and I like the weird voice Bane, but like that's what he had to be because that's the only world that was allowed.
You did you? I see. I don't know.
Crashing this plane.
I'm protected from the cliff.
What's that sugar?
Damn.
Yeah.
Why did no one care about me until I put on the mask?
If you knew Susie, like I knew Susie. Sorry.
Real quick, Bane is a massive simp in that movie. He does all this for some chick that already boned the guy he's trying to kill. Like, what a simp.
None of us have ever been in that position.
What a loser.
Well, I
simp.
think Matt has.
Willing to blow up a city for some chick that's already boned the guy you're trying to fight. What the fuck? He's a simp in that movie. That's another thing.
People's motivations are complex.
Hop on fucking Tinder, bro. Still appeal to Selena's baser instincts. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a well done TV show with an arc. Obviously, there's always going to be an arc, but the movies by their very nature, particularly comic book adaptations, are epic. They're always the big story, the big danger, the big plot. Let's have something a little more character-based and focused where we can really follow Bruce and Batman whilst they're trying to solve these things and trying to avert, citywide disasters.
Gotham was a shithole. Oh my God, that show was so bad.
One thing I'll say about Affleck was that I did think he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was a great Bruce Wayne.
He's the closest thing to Bruce Wayne that I've seen from all the depictions of all the actors. He seemed to have it together more as Bruce Wayne than anybody.
I agree. Yeah.
I would say Michael Keaton and Ben were the two best Bruces.
Yeah, I almost would edge Keaton's Wayne over Ben, but like Ben's look, he looked and felt like Bruce Wayne because of how tall he is and how big he is, and so that made him more believable. Where Keaton is obviously a little bit of a mini guy, so
unfortunately slight.
Even though I can't wait to see him come back in the Flash, so that will, even though
they're going to screw him over and kill him off.
I still want to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of did the thing when Tim Burton did Batman, and it still marvels me that Tim Burton made a Batman that people like. But they did him the way they did the Alien in the first Alien movie, is that you didn't see him do that much. And when you did see him and you saw the cape whirling around and you saw him moving and doing that, you didn't have to see that much. And you imagine because he fit the silhouette. But you didn't actually see the Tweety guy wearing the outfit. You saw the flashes of the suit that he was wearing and things like that. So you could imagine. But it was still, especially when he played Bruce Wayne. I mean, if you close your eyes and you listen to him play, and you listen to it, or you see him acting across from the other person that he's acting with, Keaton's Bruce Wayne is believable, and he's right there, and he's making you believe it. That's one thing I think about it. But don't look too closely when he's playing the Batman, because you're probably going to be in the same place some of those guys were that were going like, he's wearing body armor, and they're looking too closely at him, and some of the mystery is getting lost pretty quick.
Indeed.
Yeah, and who said somebody's Nike boots? Yeah. He had some cool ass Nike boots. It was the Air Trainers? Shout out to the Nike. Yeah, he had some Nike Bat Nikes. In the original costume, which I actually kind of think are cool. But yeah.
So Val Kilmer had some interesting stuff to say about his time as Batman, and again, he wasn't being particularly controversial, but he just physically found it a difficult role to play because of the outfit.
Yeah,
it was a big problem.
Hey, drunk, what's
it was a big
up,
problem
dude?
for him. Yeah.
Hell, drunk 3PO. He must be super drunk.
Yeah, you must be. Why are you partying, brother?
Well, he's drunk for one thing.
Yeah.
He's come to see
I wonder
the
if he's drunk enough to
leftovers.
come on the show.
Holy shit.
Hey, drunk, you want to come on,
drunk,
dude?
get
I
on
have
here.
no access to him because he's too much of a celebrity for me.
Yeah,
to
he won't even
communicate
answer
with.
my shit. So,
But if you're the drunker you are, the better. But if
Yeah,
you're willing to come on the show, let us know. If you just want to chill in the chat, I get that as well.
Yeah,
I
think we might have to ask Jade to leave, then he'll come on.
maybe.
We actually
I'm in Vegas,
Buddy.
baby. Like, I know, we know, drunk.
We could use
Well,
some
thank you for
altitude
coming
in
in,
here
drunk.
because 24/7 is got us all beat out on the height quotient, and we could use you up in here to raise the bar, so to speak.
Yeah.
And drunk,
Yeah,
we're the leftovers, drunk. We're the leftovers.
Yeah. Well, we're the leftovers. Didn't get to go to Vegas.
Left behind. But we're doing a
This is
great
how it
job. We're
is.
gonna we're trashing Matt's channel, so it's good.
Yeah.
Indeed, you actually get to spend time with Matt down there while we destroy everything he built.
Hey, drunk, smack Matt in the back of the head for us like once. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't do that. So, like, seriously, don't do that because people are
No,
drinking.
don't do that. I was just joking. I was just
come back.
joking.
Yeah, we're kicked out of the Phantom
people were super chatting and kiss people.
We have a question for you, drunk. We've got a question for you, drunk. Who's taller, you or Matt?
Yeah, because Matt's pretty tall, but everyone's acting like
I would think
we
drunk
you're
would be taller. I would think.
How
drunk
tall
would
are
be
you,
taller.
drunk? That's what I want to know. The people want to know. How tall is drunk?
Which one of you is taller lying down?
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm gonna add
70s. What the fuck was that?
It was by accident. I don't know if that was accident or what. Too. I know you weren't talking about that, but
I'm just stirring the shit up. That's all. That's what I do.
Doing what you do.
What I do.
See, that's the reason why. See, that's the reason why me and 70s get along. You just shit stir too.
I'm a shit disturber. That's my trade. You know?
No.
I'm too old to worry about things.
I think drunk laughed.
Too old to worry about
If he finds a turd, he has to roll it over.
And then throw it like an ape. I have to throw it.
Yeah.
Like 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting. It's just time to spark Jay. I am starting to fade.
Okay, brother.
I can still see you.
hours.
You don't look like you're fading. You look perfectly fine.
Look very
what time is it?
here.
Yeah, he usually.
It is 1 a.m.
VW
1:30.
usually fades at this time. Yeah.
Here. It's only 10:25, man.
Well, it is 1:30 in the morning, and I have been up since 6:30 in the morning. So
I
I
have to go to work
pretty
tomorrow.
much feeling
This is probably a good idea to stop. I got to go to
So
work.
yeah,
tomorrow.
let's everybody plug. We'll go through the channel plugs, and we will get out of here. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Shout out to Drunk 3PO, who we scared off immediately. But first,
we challenged his height.
It was challenge accepted.
Yeah, he wanted to see how tall he was, and he left. First, I'm going to go ahead and be a homer. Go with the Michigan man, and Draco. Please plug whatever you want to plug.
Well, thank you, sir. I would plug everyone else here because, like I said earlier in the stream, everyone else here are actual content creators. I've been known to create content on my channel on Draco Argentus on YouTube, and I would appreciate any subscriptions there. Otherwise, you can always find me at what I might be doing at mythier.com, which is, I actually have my website. It doesn't do much for me, but it's always there if people want to. You can find ways to message me and so forth. But yes, but otherwise, I hang out with all of these wonderful people, like the next person that Vidge is going to bring up.
You just fucked up,
Insert
Draco.
name here.
Wait down, just gonna clip your ass now.
He just leaves.
Down does.
He just leaves. Right.
Wow.
Draco, the plug. Don't run off on the plug.
Apparently.
He is going to be the butt of many a plug joke.
One, and I have to take care of the other.
There you go. There you go. And as people are starting to exit, real quick, I want to get to my.
Do you really want to be plugged by the dragon?
Whoa!
Oh, dude.
I highly doubt
Man,
that.
you really want
to be plugged by the dragon, don't
Whoa.
you? Want it?
Wasn't expecting Jade to show up.
Say it. Tell me you want it.
Whoa.
Well, that was kinky.
This stream took
70's got all
dark
hard for
turn.
that.
At my age, I'll take anything. Any thrill.
Wow.
Right.
24 is like,
I don't know
wow.
how to follow that up, and
It's a
I hate
tough
to
Don't worry
put
about
that
me,
on you
I'm
too
fine.
but yeah, try to follow up. Please plug your channel. You just made it to 500 subs. Congratulations. You deserve a lot more. Please if anyone hasn't subbed, convince them why they should sub to 24/7 Fusion Media.
Hey, it's your boy 24/7. My channel's called 24/7 Fusion Media. I cover a lot of things in pop culture, movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, you name it. I try to come with a lot of different kind of content, not just the normal shit that everybody talks about, but a lot of the different things that are out there. And, along with that, there's a lot of good things out there. So if you want to hear what's going on, please give me a chance. Come by, subscribe, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I appreciate you, Vigilante, and everybody else for having me here. Thank y'all, man.
All right, I'm sorry, I just tossed you a link into the chat. 'Cause I'm not sure if any mods are sticking
I almost
around,
thought that was Matt for a second. I was like, wait, he's on Matt's account.
Yeah, that's the only
I was
reason
like,
the stream
wait
is
a
running.
second.
So yeah, it's not Matt. It's the only way.
That was you. I remember that was you.
Please sub to 24/7 Fusion Media again. Is at 500 subs, exactly 500. And knowing how fucking wacky YouTube is, he could lose them. We want to keep you over 500. And yeah, that's section out of my. And I can't make anyone a mod because I'm only in the StreamYard, not his YouTube account. All right. Speaking of people you
I'm
sub
still subbed to 24/7. This is good.
Matt's
Jade.
channel is Gagball Productions.
Oh boy. I guess that's a reference to his.
Wow.
The Wake Down's going to have to get into that. Foul Brie Productions and Gagball Productions.
Also not a mod. I think Sentient may be the only mod going.
I thought Wake Down was a mod.
He's a mod on my channel, but apparently
he's a mod over at my place.
I'm a mod.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jed.
Yeah.
What's your channel?
Oh yeah. Pop Culture Archivist. We're probably going to be doing something Sunday. Don't know what it'll be because I haven't planned because I've been sick all week, so I didn't have anything to plan this week. So it's just going to be a random what the fuck. So yeah. Well, 70s will be there and a bunch of other people. So come. We talk about comic books, video games, movies, TV, whatever. Anything pop culture, everything else. So,
all right, cool. And since 70s went ahead and plugged himself because he is a mod, I didn't realize that. Shout out to 70s. So please, shout out to the Beatles. I've been listening to solo Paul McCartney recently, but
every 10 years he makes a good album, so it's not bad.
Yeah,
he is quite old. So over the period, there's been a few good ones. I could talk about that at length. So I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for joining us, the leftovers. We appreciate you being here. You're all our very good friends. I would also too like to plug everybody else that's on the panel tonight. But not in the biblical sense.
I'm not the only one.
Except for Jade. Jade is not my type, so I would not want to plug him. Thanks for all for joining in tonight, and thanks to everybody else on the panel. I do have a channel, given the constraints of moving house recently, and only just getting my shit unpacked and set up, but I'm getting a nice new computer set up too. I will be making a new video this week. I've started working on it in my science fiction book series. This time it will be a fantastic author, Julian May, and the book called The Many-Colored Land, which was the start of an epic series she did, the Saga of the Exiles. So that's what it's going to be about. And that will probably be out next depending on work. So
yeah, and he'll be over on Sunday on our
I'll
panel, so
probably sneak in after work.
Yeah.
After work, I work till 1 p.m., but I'll be there.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm Vigilante Wilson. I think everyone here in the chat sub to me. If you haven't, please sub to me. I would really appreciate it. I'm right on the edge of 650. So, but I mean, listen, the sub count really doesn't matter because my channel is kind of dying because I don't do enough streams. I'm trying to get back into it. So I will be streaming Saturday for sure. Saturday night, I'm doing kind of a thing. Thursday and Saturday kind of days I can solo stream. So please check out my channel. Hopefully at some point I will drop the review that's been taking me literally months because editing sucks. So for everyone on the panel, 70s Rock fan Jade, Draco and 24, and everyone in the chat who has been in the chat, some of you have rolled the whole way through. Obviously, we scared off 3PO. But everybody else who stuck around this whole time, thank you all. Please, if you like the video, and if you want to, if you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you all for your time. And
I'd like to thank you, Vig. I'd like to thank you, Vig, for hosting tonight and doing all that stuff. So thank you, brother.
Yeah,
no problem.
Thank you for letting us have a place to come tonight.
Indeed.
So.
Yeah,
stepping in like a mensch, taking care of Matt's stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.